Kemba Walker, step back, Walker, cardiac Kemba, does it again!
Ubilis, 7 seconds to go, three-pointer.
Oh! Hutchins! Double order!
Again, comes down to fundamentals.
Oh! My goodness! Sorrentine hit that one from the parking lot.
Watford for the win!
Yes! Yes!
Trip to the Sweet 16. Taney's got it. Rises up. The shot.
And it's good! It's good! From the corner! And it's over! Gonzaga! The slipper still fits! Ha ha! College basketball!
What? Whoa, calling your shot a little early, aren't we?
What do you mean calling the shot really early? They've won fucking 2 in a row, and how many? 3 Super Bowls already. I mean, how about you
Repeat
get
of
up,
Arizona. Repeat of
Cheat. Play
Arizona.
the games for a reason.
make some money? Head on the Chiefs.
I know. I've been sitting on Chiefs money line since it opened. What's it even at right now?
Oh, it's cooked then. Fuck.
I got minus 122. It's minus 119. Whatever.
It dropped down to minus 105. I was hoping it was plus money so Huffer could jump
I
in.
knew that happened. No, if it's close to pick them, I always take them. So, yeah. What's up, everyone? Elliot, welcome back, dude. How was the life on the road? How was the life on the road, man?
It was good, man, but it was exhausting. You don't realize how exhausted you are during the span, but then I got home, had to do a couple meetings today for work, and then got home at like 3, and I passed out till like 7. I was just cashed. I was like in my recliner, best sleep I've had the whole fucking time. It was awesome.
Getting your Hyatt points, Holiday Inn points, Marriott points, just racking up all the points possible.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We got overtime in Georgia Tech Clemson, by the way.
Oh, no shit. I thought that game was over. It was playing some fucking ESPN stock commercial when I turned it on for 5 minutes, so I flipped it off.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Not too bad of a night. The brutal one. I bet Dawson Garcia points when Niederhauser was out because he gets his points anyway. He gets his points, and now they didn't have a big man. He started 1 of 7 from the floor, finished 7 of 15, 19 points. Bricked the fucking free throw to get 20. I was like, you gotta be shitting me.
That's what you get for betting on somebody that should be in a boy band, it looks like. Fuck.
Yeah, but he's all they have. I mean, that was brutal. That was brutal. It was his lowest point total in like 8 games or something. So go fucking figure. The one time I bet his points, he hooks me on it. But,
yeah, hand up. I mean, you should have just stuck with your Minnesota love. I mean, hand up on that for me, betting Penn State. I mean, I just went with the weird line. So what the fuck? That team sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, they're Penn State. Dude, they were bad. That's why I laid off because I'm like, I even said it last night. I was like, I feel better with the Garcia points than I do taking Minnesota because the line is weird as hell. I couldn't tell which side it was a trap for. So I was like, you know what? I'll just take the guy who does the only thing offensively for Minnesota. And of course, he starts 1 of 7. So go fucking figure. I think he missed 1 free throw all night, and it was the one that actually mattered for the fucking points. So go figure.
I'm pretty sure that every time you try to get sharp, you pick your angle,
Yep.
and then you get sharp on that angle, and
You get too cute.
and your sharp cute angle doesn't hit, but your angle that you liked hits.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, every time, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Unless
sometimes
I like
it's
it,
better when you like team totals and just keep it at that versus like hitting a player prop or some shit. But yeah, you are cute. I'll run through what I got. I'm sitting at 9-6, probably pending 9-7. We'll see. Bowling Green, Ohio moneyline parlay, Kent State, Ball State, Purdue, Ole Miss, Sweat Free, Vandy. That was my favorite cash of the night. Fucking like it was sitting at that number. Florida would get it to like 15, 14 after Vanderbilt was like leading at some points of the game and kept it close. Florida State money line, good cash there, buddy. We hit that. Loyola I hit, and then Georgetown I hit. For my losses, Oklahoma State team total under, Marquette, Penn State, like we talked about. Massachusetts, man, what the hell was that? Did you end up betting Massachusetts?
That was one of my losses.
I did, but I realized I forgot to tweet it out. So, I mean, kind of, thank God, but.
You gave it out on the show.
Man. What the fuck, man?
I mean, you're looking at a guy that can't even tweet out plays. USC just tied it. Oh, baby. So, yeah, that was tough. They're up 5 with 30 seconds to go. I think it was 72-67, I believe, and then or 71-66, and then they lose by 2. I had plus 1.5.
Same.
And then Baylor, like we talked about, so that's 9-7 with or 1, 2. That's 6 with IU, obviously. So congratulations. I'm a man. I bet it. I didn't Benedict on it. I'm like, I didn't bet it. And
you can't. No, I bet them. There may have been one that I didn't.
There's been a couple. There's been a couple that you've gone against our battles after we were at it, and you're like, I didn't end up betting it. And Elliot's been right.
There was like one maybe, and I even said that I wasn't betting it yet. I was waiting till the next day.
It's true, Elliot. You know it. But I'll hand up. I mean, like I said, they're not good in the Kohl Center. I didn't like that bet one bit, but I mean, I'm not afraid to put my heart on the line. See what we try something. I mean, fuck. But they almost came back and backdoored it, and I was praying for that because I wanted to see you crash the fuck out on that plus to minus 10.5.
Dude, our views through the roof.
I had 9.5, so it could have been a perfect 10-point potentially, but
there he goes. No, it's good. I had IU plus 10.5. That was fucking brutal. 26-4, and then I got Trevor texting me like, "What the hell, Wisconsin? What are you doing?" I'm like, "What? They're up 15, bro. I know they were up 20, but like, relax for a second. I mean, fuck.
It's like they're up 20, and Indiana goes on a 6-0 run, and he's like, "Oh shit, it's over."
Yeah, I've seen this movie a bunch of times, so at least it's had the alternate ending where we
see it every day. It's college basketball, game of runs. I mean, look at K-State, 15-0. I get ready to text you guys and say, "Hey, hit K-State live," and then you text me right before I send it and say, "Hey, I already got them plus 12.5." I was like, perfect. And so now look, 42-35, they're up.
They grab the money line.
Game of runs.
Game of runs.
I'm actually. I made a mistake. I am 9-7 right now. We bet Toledo. If you didn't end up tailing me on that because I fucking listened to you in that ATM play, I'm gonna be pissed. You didn't bet Toledo because you did TMZ.
No. I didn't say I was betting it. I said when we were talking about it was like I gotta bet it, but
here he goes, Hubbard. Here he goes.
Because Toledo doesn't play defense. We can run it back. I'll clip it after when we're done. I'll clip it. I never said I was betting it. I said I want to, but I don't like Toledo's defense.
Well, 9-7 for the night so far. That would get me on the wild card bubble back when there were 16 games in the year. But we do have USC plus 2.5. I thought I had 3 plus 2.5. They're down by 2. Oklahoma, or I have Auburn minus 17.5. Arizona State money line. Michigan State plus 3.5. So could be one of those juice nights. We'll see, but let's try to get, or maybe one of those Jim Irsay record nights of 9-8, 10-8, whatever the fuck. So, but yeah, it was a pretty good night overall.
Yeah, I'm sitting. Let's see, lost on Marquette, hit on Florida State, hit on Drake, 2-1. Lost on UMass, 2-2. Hit on Ole Miss, 3-2. Lost on Oklahoma State. First half team total under, 3-3. And then sharp play of the day for Georgetown, 4-3. Sharp play of the day. Hopes anybody saw it in the chat last night was Wyoming first half money line parlayed with Utah full game money line, Utah State. So that was nice. 5-3. hit the Baylor Texas Tech under 6-3. Loyola Chicago 7-3, and now I am pending K-State. I got them plus 2.5, but then I hit them plus, I think it was like 11. I'd have to go back and look 11 or something like that live, and BYU minus 1.5. So will be a winning day for me. So maybe I should just give out all my fucking plays in the chat, because all the play I was watching it again today. I was like, all the plays I was giving out in the chat, they're like hitting. Well, not all of them, but a lot better day than I've had. I just need to do all my caps in the car.
Hey, if we all end up in a winning night, that's a good day for us. I mean, if we all end up winning night, I'm the one that's going to be on the fringe there. It sounds like maybe Trev too. We'll see. So we got this, though. We'll push across the line to get 3 of us in a winning night. And if I have a winning night, I won't have a losing day in February yet. So let's keep this hot train rolling, man, before this fuckery starts to happen in March. You know it comes. Upsets, craziness, bad covers, bad beats. Love, take it all. So January and February are my 2 favorite months to bet. And December. I mean, just conference play, I like to bet more than non-con outside of like the beginning of the year with those heavy spreads. But should we get into it? USC just covered 10-7. So what a cover by USC, man. Holy shit.
Yes, sir. Well, we might as well start off with the best team in the country. I mean,
VMI?
East Tennessee State's going to VMI. VMI's catching 7.
Dude, they love this 7 number with VMI. It's every fucking game. It's 7 or 8. Ride the hot hand. Probably not. I've actually bet VMI the last game they played against Western Carolina.
Yeah,
Bet
I'm tempted. East Tennessee State just
them against Greensboro too.
Yeah.
East Tennessee State doesn't really. They can muck you up on defense, but they don't necessarily win games by this many points. I know they beat Western Carolina by almost 30, but
They're off kind of the gauntlet too, you know. Played at home against Chattanooga, lost that. At UNC Greensboro, lost that. Then home against Furman. Now they got a look-ahead spot to Samford on Saturday. So I think VMI could maybe keep this within 7.
I mean they've been winning these games outright with that number.
Yeah, they wouldn't give me. I mean, what?
They
5
won
5 in the last 6.
Yep. They won 5 in their last 6.
Only loss was
Trevor, what are you doing here?
What do I have here? I like VMI. I mean, like, they've been really good, and East Tennessee State coming off of that crazy game against who the fuck did they play on? Was that Furman? No,
Furman. Yeah,
Was
they
it
came back. Yeah, Furman was dominating, and I should not have covered that game. So.
yeah. I mean, VMI has covered 11 of the last 12. And they've won 5 of the last 6. I mean, outright. They've laid anywhere from 1.5 and caught all the way up to 18, and they've covered everything. Nah, we're still catching points. Like, I know East Tennessee State is a better team, but who's playing better ball right now?
You also got to look too, you know. I mean, look at what happened on that cover for East Tennessee State. Couldn't make their free throws down the stretch. Didn't cover on Saturday. They shoot 65% from the free throw line. 338th in the nation. So when you got a game that's right here at this in between 6 to 10 point range, those free throws down the stretch could matter for a backdoor.
This was a 15.5 point spread when they played on January 1st, down to 7 now. They lost by 15 there. It's home now. Citadel is on deck, but I just think VMI is playing way too good right now. Like they're scoring points, they're playing defense, like they're kind of just like doing it all, man. Like they're playing really, really good. the turnovers might be an issue, but I mean,
They're playing really good for their standards.
well, yeah, but I mean, they've won 5 of the last 6. Like,
yeah.
It is VMI. It is VMI. VMI won
Two of those
games
games are Western Carolina. One's the Citadel, though.
I know, but still, like they're just playing so much better. They beat Furman. They beat Wofford. They lost by 3 against UNCG. Like they're playing good ball.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that they aren't. I'm just saying relative to other teams.
Well, I mean, Furman, Wofford wins. Only lost by 3 to Greensboro. Like that's still.
You're right.
When are they gonna come back to real VMI though? That's my question.
I don't know. Not tomorrow.
Late today, but VMIs. They've been nice.
So you're gonna
Am I gonna bet what?
you're betting VMI?
I wrote it down. I'm not for sure, but I do like them.
Yeah, I'll see if I end up locking VMI. I'm kind of with that. +7.
Let me see what the rest of the board looks like and what
ESPN bet special, as Troy Tuning says, +7.5 on ESPN bet special. Aaron Dolan.
It's up for me. Yeah, it's flat 7 for me. I can't take you to a lock though. Michigan's laying 8.5. I know Oregon's not been winning games, but 8.5 points now. Come on. Michigan's going to turn it over way too many times for them to cover this fucking number.
Yeah, but what is Oregon going to do?
Capitalize on the turnovers? I don't know.
They just lost to Nebraska at home by 7-6. They're getting spanked. They weren't even competitive against UCLA. They lost to Minnesota.
Michigan's been like when they're winning tight games. Otherwise, they're just losing. They lost to Minnesota. They walked into a buzzsaw at Purdue, but Northwestern 4-point win at home. Penn State 4-point win at home. Went on the road to Rutgers 3-point win. Like they've been playing tight games, and they don't impress me. They don't impress me. I think everybody's now all of a sudden just going to be fading Oregon, and I get why, but almost double digits. Michigan double digits. They're not coming off a loss or nothing.
I mean, it's not double digits. It's still less than double digits.
Basically. I mean, 1 point away from playing double digits. They basically have to win by double digits. Otherwise, you're getting lucky with them winning by 9. But I think I'm going to take Michigan or Oregon here. I mean, I don't believe in this Michigan team. I know Oregon's ass, but Michigan just turns it over way too much. They've been playing too many tight games where they're home or on the road. Oregon's desperate as fuck. I think they're going to be able to cover this.
Elliot?
Yeah. I mean, Matt Reynolds in the chat brings up a good point. Oregon 0-5 against the spread after a loss this year. I don't know what to think about this. The other thing is if this was like the second game of the road trip, I would feel more confident in laying it with Oregon. But getting those points, but I don't know. It's just kind of I could see Michigan just kind of smashing them, and then maybe Oregon plays close against Michigan State. But I don't have a bet in this yet. But if I had to pick, I'd go Michigan minus 8.5.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take Michigan as well. I just don't trust this Oregon team. We'll see if I end up betting VMI too, but that's on. I don't know if I ended up saying that. So yeah. I mean, I listen. I love this Oregon team. I like Bartholomew. I like the guys that they have. Biddle's a monster, but there'll be a good battle down low with Golden and Wolf. So I am worried about the turnover take. I think Oregon's guard plays a tad better, but. This place will be rocking. Tough travel spot for them.
I like Oregon too. I mean, I like Dana Altman as a coach. I just think it's like, I mean, Huffer brings up a good point in travel. It's just kind of a weird. They had that weird. Their 2 straight away games. One was in Minnesota, then they flew to UCLA, then they had to fly home, play against Nebraska, and now they're flying back out to Michigan and then get Michigan State. Just kind of a weird kind of travel itinerary for these like 5-6 games.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but it feels too much with Michigan.
Yeah, it makes me nervous though with the turnovers. But looking into it, Oregon doesn't force it that many turnovers, especially on the road. They tend to force more turnovers at home. But that does scare me a little bit. That's why I haven't fully committed to betting Michigan yet, because of that the great point you brought up in that. Double overtime in Georgia Tech Clemson, by the way. If anybody wants to flip that on.
Shit, I should turn that game. I am sweating the under 68.5 for fucking Oklahoma. They got 66 with a minute and a half left. Oh, I can't look. All right, Butler's laying 3.5 at Seton Hall. Do we do it?
You a Butler aficionado now?
Seton Hall is so bad, man.
Yeah.
And they did beat Seton Hall at home by 5.
That's some fucking discipline, dude. Jeez, like you got. Let's talk about like Bucknell American over this. This is awful. This
All
game.
right, Milwaukee's laying 9.5 at IU Indy. IU Indy off the.
I'm gonna bet it. I was curious to hear your take. I don't want to talk you off it. I'm not betting this. You know the teams.
Both teams I hate. I really hate them. Like I could see Butler just dropping that game in general, but
we did cover that Seton Hall game against Providence. I can't believe we covered that, by the way, too.
Seton Hall against Providence. Oh, I could believe it. That was the ultimate spot.
No, they were okay. Did you watch the game? Providence was kicking their ass the entire game.
Scoreboard, they covered.
Well, I mean, I was just saying. That's why I'm saying I can't believe they covered. If you watch the game, it's not that. I mean, and then they don't. Then they just blow. They get their ass beat by DePaul. Yeah, there's no spot for me here to take these teams.
Elliot, you got anything?
Butler, lock.
All right.
I'll write Butler down just for the sake of it, I guess.
I mean, Seton Hall's just ass. So,
I think Auburn. Should I count Auburn as a cover? I think that's going to cover, right?
If you're Trevor, it might not.
Yeah, I think you're good. I think
minus 17.5.
All right, here we go. Last possession. No points. No, and they give up a fucking oh my god, uncontested to the rim. Just they let them have it. You shitting me? Come on, man. God damn it. Fuck yourself, Auburn. You fucking frauds. Jesus Christ. What the
frauds? They just covered 17.5 with ease. Cash it.
They just let him go to the rack. They didn't even try to play no fucking defense.
They're up 28. What are you saying?
They're up 30 when they did it.
I don't give a fuck. You play a full 40 fucking minutes. God damn it, man.
You saw what happened to Broome. They didn't want that to happen.
Fucking just
11-7, chat. What a comeback these last few times. I was sitting a little scared there, but I think Michigan State is absolutely screwed though. And BYU is scaring me, and Arizona State. So with that though, I'd be in a winning. If they all lose, I'd be 11-10. So we'll take it.
Winning night.
Yep.
Now I need Michigan State for a winning night because Auburn doesn't play no fucking defense. All right. I'm going to lay with Milwaukee, IU Indy off the outright 11-point win.
Yes, we have to, right?
Yeah.
We have to.
Who won 11 by 11?
IU Indy beat Youngstown State, catching what, 11.5? Trevor?
Yeah, I should have been on that.
Youngstown 11.5. 11? I think it closed at
I think it was 11.
I should have been on that too because fucking IUND just got their brakes beat off by Rob Morris by 56.
That was the whole thing. Is they just got the doors blown off by 50, and Youngstown won it basically at the buzzer after coming back from 21. Didn't take the. I should have just sprinkled money line, but whatever.
Yeah, I fucking hate that. I love betting against I hate betting against IUPUI, but I'll do it with you. Maybe multiple team total too.
Missouri's at Tennessee. Tennessee's laying 9.5.
You're not gonna let me get my take on that game?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I just asked a question too. Like,
I reset all my fucking games I had on, and that's my bad. That's
No,
fine.
you're good.
I said, what's Milwaukee's team total? Do you know? I'll look at it.
Let me pull up DraftKings.
Yeah, IU Indy's defense is putrid.
Milwaukee's 80.5, juiced under, minus 125.
I'll just take Milwaukee on the spread.
I don't mind that, but I think Milwaukee's. I think it's easier. Yeah, Milwaukee minus 9.5. It's a good one for me. So I will bet with Milwaukee minus 9.5. I like the team total, but I like Milwaukee minus 9.5 better. I think their defense can kind of also limit IU Indy's offense. IU Indy, they rely on the three, pretty three reliant. 41% of their points, almost 42% of their points come on threes, fourth in the country. But Milwaukee, top 100 team in defending the three. So I like them to get this and win by double digits.
Should I go to this game? I always say, should I go to this IUPUI game? I feel like it's at a worthy time where we should be able to go. It's at 6:30, right? Still
6:30. Yep.
I'm back by 9 o'clock for the 9 o'clock slate.
Yeah. I was just trying to look. I was looking at the huge 7 o'clock slate, just to see if there's anything you're missing.
Oh, I'm missing all my favorite games. I love Wednesday, Thursday, college basketball, but I mean, it's worthy of missing one maybe. So,
I mean, looking at the 7 o'clock and 7:30 slate, there's not much you're missing.
Hey,
no, I mean in terms of like a heavy, like an awesome banger of a game. George Mason, George Washington, that'd be the one.
Georgia Southern, UL Lafayette. Someone's gonna watch that.
Someone's got to pay to keep the lights on there.
Yeah. All right.
I guess you will miss the Chattanooga Wofford game. That might be a decent game. And this next game that we're about to talk about.
This game stinks.
Missouri's pretty good on the road, man. They've been pretty good.
Yeah, that's gonna end tomorrow. You like Missouri?
Why? I mean, Tennessee just had the major revenge game against Florida.
Missouri just had their big road win against Mississippi State and have won 6 of their last 7.
Tennessee's lost
3 of those being away.
3 of the last 5.
Yeah, they got to manipulate their net rankings. They got to drum a team just like they did against Florida.
I think Doug just got ejected.
No, yes. Adam Miller did. Adam Miller did on Kansas State, I know.
Adam Miller's on Arizona State.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Yeah, he got ejected. Flagrant, too.
You said Adam Miller on K-State.
Oh, my bad. Well, yeah, Arizona State.
Well, I don't know because he's talking to Doug, too, so I don't know. Okay, no, he's – okay.
Have some fucking discipline.
Adam Miller got a flagrant, too. That's it. Okay. I thought they were ejected both.
You guys, I mean, what the hell are you guys doing? Like,
Doug.
Arizona State has some fucking discipline.
That's 2 games in a row. I'm surprised they didn't suspend BJ for headbutting Caleb Love.
Yeah, I thought he would be out. Dougie's on triple-double watch. He's got 7-7-7.
You guys really support him being out of this game, don't you? Headbutts are allowed, man. Gotta be allowed.
I think, it looks like we got it.
Trevor, get cute. I'm not getting cute here on the team total. I'm gonna lay the points. I'm gonna wait to bet this because I bet this goes down for some reason.
You think?
Yeah, I'll watch it, but I like Tennessee. I'm not afraid to take them. I know they just spent Florida and held them to 44 points, but Missouri's got to come back to life eventually. They win.
Oh yeah, I mean Missouri's off. I mean it's an easy fade. You fade the team that just won it by 27 on the road against another top 25 team. Missouri just beat Mississippi State on the road by 27. I didn't see
that game on Saturday.
Yeah, they smoked them like never a doubt. So now you turn around back to back. Tennessee's on a 3-game homestand. The third of their 3-game homestand. I think they lay it on Missouri here. To be honest.
Let's go, Elliot.
Total is a Tennessee total. That's for sure.
Fox, Trevor.
Come
on. Good. I mean, they did go to Auburn and get drummed. Texas, they lost by 8. Lost to Memphis by 8 to start the season.
I mean, really, the only one that they've lost, and that Memphis game was bullshit because I bet them, and they were up at halftime, and then Memphis fucking just steamrolled them in the second half.
That game was a long time ago.
But really, the only game that that they haven't was Auburn. Auburn away was the only game they haven't covered this number. But I think they do not cover this number tomorrow.
It's such a bad style of play for them to go up against. Like they run the floor. I mean, shout out Tamar Bates. Shout out Missouri's pieces. They're pretty young to say.
Tamar Bates, Kansas City kid, Piper High School.
I never knew that. Nice. That's good to know.
20 minutes on the road.
Look at Caleb Banks from IU at Tulane. Like, how about you fucking develop some people? Yeah, they come into a steamroll tonight, and then they get another steamroll of Texas A&M. But at least they're at home. So that's a gauntlet of 2 games defensively.
Yeah, I think they
get shook here.
I think they can get A&M at home. They're good at home.
Battle?
Yeah, it is a Tennessee total.
Battle. Come on, pacifist.
Hey, I battled. Just ask Cuff about it.
Oh, here he goes. Well, let's look at the receipts from last few weeks on the battles.
I don't want to.
My cold battles make you feel really good.
Elliot's battles versus me. He last night he goes, it's just like 1 or 2 you won. That's such bullshit. It was like 10 at least. Congratulations on your Wisconsin win. You can drink some cheese.
Tech just tied it up. Might go into triple OT.
Dude, this game is fantastic. I mean, I want this game to get over with.
Hit that corner 3.
For some reason, I'm not allowed to quad box this game anymore. What the fuck?
I'll take Tennessee. This number, just look at the total. 134. Tells you who's going to get their style.
Missouri wins now. Covers now.
We're losing this now. With how he just said that, we're losing. there's no way. I'll take Tennessee.
Stick with your gut.
I was betting it.
Guess. 50-50. Not really.
Yeah, literally, it is 50-50. There's only 2 options to pick. Either Missouri or Tennessee.
There's a little more implied probability, though, that you have to factor in. I mean, it's close to 50-50, but it's quite not at a -9.5.
If you just look at it face value, there's 2 buttons to press. You have a 50-50
well, then,
shit in the running.
Go with your gut.
Triple.
I'm not going to bet this game.
Oh, my gosh. All right.
It's just I look at the total. It tells me Tennessee gets their game.
Gets their game. They just held Florida to 44 points.
Exactly.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Not the game gets their style of play.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Trevor, we got 20 minutes for you before you go, and I'm sure you want to talk about other games too, because then Elliot and I come in on the late night pump fake pod and talk about like Holy Cross and Army. So.
All right, Duke, Syracuse. We fade Duke, right? You hit the road after North Carolina game.
I don't think so. Syracuse is ass. I can't.
I know,
I'm not betting this game. I'm not betting this game.
I'm not betting this game either. I'll write I'll pick Duke. We'll see if I end up betting it. I know Auburn is at home. How the hell is Duke laying? I guess Oklahoma's better than Syracuse, but
Yeah, I will take Duke minus 18, but it is no bet for me. Yeah, no way.
I'm not betting this either. I'll pick Duke. We'll see if I end up betting it, but I'm probably not.
I don't know. I kind of like
Butler. I'm definitely not betting. So I picked
the under. That might be that's a kind of a gross under, but it might not be bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like Duke's just going to be like
so porous that Duke could score 90.
But Duke's got Clemson on deck. Do you think they're really gonna? You really think they're gonna get up and max effort in the Syracuse game when they got?
How many times have Clemson beat Duke? Do you think they're looking ahead to that game?
It don't matter. You have 2 games ahead of you. You have Syracuse, who is a joke, and then you have Clemson, who's going to battle you for the ACC in general. I think they're kind of getting ready for Clemson a little bit more. You know, they've watched their tape, practice a little bit for Syracuse, but they're not going to be getting up for that game, especially on the road.
Well, hey, Clemson's got 3 OTs going into Georgia Tech, so that's tough going into Duke this Saturday or even hosting Duke. And Duke has won in this stadium so many freaking times, dude.
I'm betting Clemson money line here if they can't lose this game.
What is
minus
it?
125.
Wait for the meltdown.
He's trying to get
positive. Game fine, but
they cooked.
missed the free throw. Perfect. Oh, it just went to plus 105. Uh-oh. Whatever. Not even going to watch the odd screen. Yeah, I don't know. I still kind of want to get nasty with Syracuse, just given the circumstances, because the real game that matters is the Clemson game, because that's the only team that can contend with them for the ACC, and it's going to be on the road, so that's definitely a big game. So I think Syracuse loses this game by like 15.
If you end up betting Syracuse, I'll take Duke just to battle you, but I'm picking Duke for now. So
how bad would you feel when you lost a lock battle against Syracuse?
ASU up 1 now.
How bad? Here he goes.
I think I got 12.5.
Here he goes. What a big 3 by Clemson against Georgia Tech.
Oh, cool. On the money.
You have fun betting on Syracuse, man. They really are.
I never said I was, but if I do.
If you do, let me know. I mean, they're a really competitive-ass team, Syracuse, man. But it's a good amount of points. My God, Georgia Tech can't miss. Holy shit.
Shit, well, plus 190 on the money line. Oh, my God. Fuck me. Clemson, you bozos. Should I cash out for half of it?
Why would Duke look ahead to this fucking team? That Froey kid right there, Chef, whatever, Scheifele is his name or whatever, he's going to get absolutely penetrated by Duke on Saturday in Little John.
Well, we're talking about the Syracuse game. They're going to look for. I know they're definitely looking ahead to Clemson.
They're not looking ahead. They're losing the Georgia Tech at home. Duke always beats Clemson. Why would they look ahead to any ACC team? They're fucking Duke.
Because they're on the road and they have a 1-game lead right now in the ACC, pending this game.
They know they can beat Clemson. It's Duke.
All right, Cincinnati at UCF. I mean, what are we doing? UCF, right? Bounce house, middle of the week.
Does this line stink to you, or do the books just love Cincinnati? They love the books.
They love Cincinnati via the metrics. I mean, how many of these weird lines has Cincinnati ever been catching, and they never come through? Let me look at the ATS so I can see the previous results. All right, they were laying 6, lost by 13. Catching 1, lost by 3. Catching 6.5, lost by 28. Catching 1.5, lost by 10. Laid 10.5, won by 7. Laid 3.5, won by 6 against Colorado. Otherwise, they've had 3 covers since November 27th. They started the season out covering against Georgia Tech, Northern Kentucky, Nichols, Moorhead, and Pine Bluff.
Yeah, I think this is a UCF spot.
Yeah, I'm betting UCF. This is my first official bet today. Actually, VMI, so 2.
I'll join you on this one. I hate betting this Cincinnati team. I think this team is so cooked. Looks like Wes Miller may be in trouble. Randomly, this game is on CBS Sports Network tomorrow.
Yeah,
I do think the line kind of stinks, though. I'll admit. I kind of expected UCF to lay more points, but I think the books know UCF's not the best team. They haven't been drilling teams other than TCU at home. I'll lock up UCF with you, though.
Yeah, UCF's guard play is what'll get them through here against Cincinnati. I think that'll be big time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just don't overthink it. Cincinnati fucking blows. If Cincinnati scores like 52 points and loses by 12, is anyone going to be shocked?
Oh, it stinks, man. They can barely score 60 points a game.
They're terrible, as Charles Barkley would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're you know what? They're like outside of like Lukosius, like though they're pretty young. I mean, but those young kids are going to transfer next year when Wes Miller gets the can because there's 0 chance he stays after this year. They are horrible.
Oh yeah.
Jizzle James.
And it doesn't help Wes Miller that the team just doesn't like know how to shoot a jump shot or hit a shot.
Yeah. Sorry. So we're all on UCF there, Elliot. I might have missed you. Sorry, I was putting my bet in.
Yep. Nope. I'm on UCF -3. I agree with you though. It's like I said. My big thing is I think their UCF's guard play is just so much better than Cincy's guard play. I think that's where it really comes down to. UCF can sometimes be exposed on the inside with teams that have an inside presence, and Cincy hasn't really shown that. So I like UCF here. I do agree with you though. The line is a little short, but once in a while, dive into the stink. Fuck it.
Yeah,
yeah. They've been catching weird numbers lately.
And the books don't respect UCF. Like we talked about, the books love respecting Cincy, and I don't think they do respect UCF whatsoever, even at the bounce house. So, yeah, I like what Dawkins has done with this team and his talent the last 2 years in the Big 12.
What else?
Maybe not the results and record-wise, but they've got some big wins.
This line. This is.
How do we not just go back to West Virginia?
What DeVries finally announced out for the year with that team. So they why did they just announce that?
What are you doing, Clemson?
Injury expert. Why did they just announce that, Elliot? Why did they just announce that?
Don't know.
Okay.
Are you guys watching this Clemson game?
Yeah, I am.
I'm watching this.
Why are they letting them play down the clock? They're a second off of the shot clock.
Because they're down.
Yeah, but if Georgia Tech
kill the
shot clock.
Was it not 3 seconds?
I think it was 1. It was like 1.5 seconds.
Ibrahim Square. That's a fucking badass name. Hell yeah. Ibrahim Square. He messes it. Look at the Kashawn Pryor looking dude. Hell yeah. I'll be honest, I couldn't name and hand up. I know this is a college basketball show. I could probably name a player on hundreds of plus teams. I couldn't name a player on Georgia Tech.
Stoudemire, the coach. I can tell you that one.
Oh, Trevor, are you watching?
13.2. I don't even think he shot his first free throw yet. Nope, this is his second free throw. Oh, miss, rebound. All right, boys, come on. Drive. Don't do no fucking hero ball bullshit. Oh my fucking.
What the fuck was that?
Try to play hero ball.
Then he tried to pick up,
this guy's move.
and then he tried to pick up his dribble, like pass the fucking rock. Jeez, dude.
What are you doing? If he
Here, I can already see it.
How is
Friday
that not
night.
a foul though? How is that not a foul?
Friday night. Clemson just lost to Georgia Tech. We have to take them at home against Duke. I can hear it now.
Yeah, I will be taking them against Duke. You fucking bozo, man. What are you doing?
Coleman Hawkins, let's go.
God, he hit a 3.
Yep.
I don't.
All right.
Why am I not watching that?
Shit. What's going on?
Oh, fucking finally, you guys let the drunk motherfucker in this bitch.
Hey.
Jesus Christ. Look at this shit. Fucking y'all don't have a sweet starter jacket.
I'm stealing that when I come there.
I actually have like 2 or 3 extras.
2 weeks. All right, I'm coming.
The golf course is going to be great when you show up.
Yeah, you better be mowing the green.
We actually pulled grass today when we mowed the greens. It was nuts. It's been so goddamn cold. And the amount of people that were out there were nuts. As soon as it hits 50 degrees, it's like a WWE 50-person cage match for who can tee off first. It's crazy. The amount of Asians at the driving range waiting to tee off first is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. And it's every day.
I worked at a golf course for 3.5 years, and I would open.
Sorry, Asians, you're awesome.
So hungover, and I would pick the range like at 6 in the morning and work till 11 or noon. There was always an Asian smoking a cigarette, waiting for that place to fucking open. So I can attest to that.
And they're pretty good too.
Oh yeah,
the dude will smoke the ball, and you're like, all right, I get it. You're out here at 7 a.m.
Those Asians,
nothing else to do.
They're bringing their calculator and all their little things. And they're like, okay, if I hit the ball 52 degrees up the air, I will with a wind force speed of 17 degrees.
Elliot, I think he just jumped the line too much. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, Elliot, that just sounds like a white guy from Harvard.
All right, West Virginia TCU, because Michigan State is back to covering the number. And
don't say a fucking word.
They're back to covering the number now. It's not a fact.
I have money line.
Well, I have +3.5, so I don't.
Well,
no,
I better hope they win outright, and then we both win.
Well, let's move on to this West Virginia TCU game. West Virginia, what they just lost. TCU fucking stinks, dude.
TCU,
but home.
No, West Virginia just went on the road and beat Cincy.
But
TCU rubber floor.
TCU's. They do have a cool floor.
Holy shit!
They're 1-2 in their last 3 home games.
A foul in Kansas State.
Utah. They lost at home to Utah.
Coleman Hawkins just made a hell of a play, and then the loose ball somehow found Quayton's for a dunk, and we luckily fouled him. Whew.
How was that? Oh yeah, okay. I was gonna say, how did they not count it? But he bricked the dunk.
Yeah, I think I mean, this line just stinks in my opinion. But it's not like TCU deserves to lay any more points than that. Jeez. I can't believe I might lock TCU.
TCU's terrible.
If you happen to be next to your computer, I would suggest, because I don't remember the numbers, what did Javon Small do in Fort Worth last year for Oklahoma State?
Didn't he?
Because throughout this year, all he's done is all the bad games he had in conference for Oklahoma State last year, he's crushed all of his player props. And if he already had 15,
that means he has 30.
Where's Javon Small from?
Well, he was at Oklahoma State last year.
He's from South Bend, Indiana. Them Indiana boys know how to play basketball. From
Yeah,
South.
that's why.
Shout out Winston for
He
letting him
knows
get
how to
out
play
of the state.
basketball. That's why he didn't go to Indiana.
Yeah. Well, he went to high
Tanner got
school.
Braden Smith, so it worked out. I'm taking West Virginia. I don't give a shit. TCU's terrible. They just beat Colorado. Big deal.
West Virginia, Cincinnati on the road. Big fucking deal. Give me TCU.
Quayton's missed the first. Come on, miss this one. Come on, you motherfucker.
I like the fucking Mountaineers in this
Yes.
game. And I'm not really somebody that
Throw it deep. Yes.
likes to fade the TCU
yeah, come
fucking
on,
rubber
boys.
floor.
He missed both free throws?
W-I-L-D. Wildcats.
All right, ASU's a loss. So I go to 11-8, and then I just need Michigan State plus 3.5 and BYU money line. So
Which is in big trouble now because they just gave up a wide open 3. So Michigan State's down 2.
I can't believe Arizona State just missed both those free throws. Like, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, Juice, but I'm not sorry. You just got to make free throws. I'd be pissed, but man, Quayton can't even make one free throw, down one.
Well, they did the same shit against Arizona. Bobby Hurley's such a douchebag. Good win, K-State. They're kind of coming together. What's next?
Clemson lost at home to Georgia fucking Tech with Duke on deck to take control of the ACC. Unreal, not control.
Yo,
but be a top.
Elliot, when do you travel for work next?
Valentine's Day.
Because as soon as you fucking left Manhattan, or as soon as you left, Kansas State started to fucking win.
I know.
As soon as you left. Is there a way we can play this yet again? Is this a system? Like,
So
maybe
yes.
no Freddy's is the key.
So I will be in attendance for the KU game on Saturday, so you might want to play KU, I guess.
When's the last time you've had Freddy's frozen custard and steak burgers? No free ads.
A long time ago. So yeah,
Did it happen
no
to
Freddy's.
be before they went on a tear?
Yeah, let me look at I'll have to go through my credit card and I'll see when the last time I charged Freddy's. That'll be Yep.
We need to look at the K-State against the spread record from that last transaction on.
Yep, I'm Freddy's fasting. Good call.
What the hell is the logic behind this? The Freddy's steak burgers.
So every time I go to the K-State games, I always stop at Freddy's before the game. And so Troy would always say it's the Freddy's.
I'm going to pull it out. They're doing well enough that I'm going to go get it. I'm going to pull it out.
Are you? Okay. Hell yeah.
California steak burger?
Nope. Just wait. He's gonna pull out the oh, when do we play them next? Oh damn it, we're not playing them anymore. Okay. Just wait. He might mix it. He might make it a little mixy real quick.
So what are you doing, Elliot, here?
West Virginia money line. Oh, Tang gang.
I think you're the only person I know that has Tang left in the vicinity. Trevor, we're battling here. Elliot battling here. Love it. Probably an under game here too, I'd expect. I don't care how low the total is.
Illinois is laying 8 at Rutgers. Get out of here. Give me Rutgers. You don't go to the rack and get a W. Illinois has been fugazi as hell the last
They still covered.
Weeks.
Yeah, without their best player.
They still covered at home against Ohio State, no matter how it was.
They got lucky to cover that.
Hey, you just said a cover's a cover not 30 minutes ago.
Fair.
Luck does factor into payouts.
There is a luck rating in Ken Palm too. I've
felt them enough this year. I'm gonna skip in front of you, Huff. I felt them enough this year. The rack is fake. They are fake. They're polyurethane filled in boobies. They're fake tits. They've sucked at the rack.
I'm on Rutgers. I got a dip. I'll be back. But Rutgers.
I'm rolling with the Illini.
Toodles.
Oh yeah, Toodles.
See you in 2030.
Ish, yeah.
Oh yeah, pump fake
Pump
after
fake.
dark, baby.
Pump fake after dark.
You got to tag it as like PFAD. Like the don't click on this if you're at work.
PFAD XXX.
PFAD. Subscribe to our OnlyFans.
Yeah, and that's where I give out my that's my paywall. My OnlyFans is my paywall. I give out my 3 best bets.
Only $60 a month.
my
You can get my 3 locks.
Yeah, we're going to Dub Club one. Sorry, yeah, you gotta go to our Dub Club.
No, I'm going Fansly. We're going
I'm
Fansly.
I'm battling Trevor here. I hate fading the rack, but
The rack is fake, dude. I'm telling you. We've rolled
Illinois
with Sydney Sweeney for a while. They just don't proportionally make sense. They were too big. Everybody thought that they were awesome tits, and everyone was rolling with the rack, and they got too big. And now they have lower back issues, and they're going to have to get a breast reduction.
Yeah, I mean,
also without a Visick, Illinois has looked pretty good. Like their biggest issue in that Maryland game was size and Noah Visick, and they got pumped by Derek Queen, which that dude's a lotto pick.
oh yeah,
Rutgers ain't got that.
oh yeah. Michigan State tied it. Yeah, I like Illinois. I mean, no matter how ugly it was against Ohio State came out hitting shots. Illinois doesn't have a look ahead spot. They got a weird road stretch to New Jersey, then back to Minnesota. So, and yeah, I think this Rutgers team, people are going to be all over it since they've been playing a little bit better basketball. But if you look at it, they've only won 3 of their last 6 too. So, I'll take Illinois here. I'm not afraid of it.
Is the big back for Illinois? I think I saw that the big
The big back? Not the big back.
Not the big back, the big tits.
We got some Gen Z brain rot talking here with big back. I like it.
Yes, if Visick is playing.
He's back, yeah.
So he's playing. So I almost
Reverso cuz. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna take Rutgers then?
I don't know if you guys tailed, but we took Illinois in that game where he was hurt. No, we took Maryland on the money line, and then we picked Illinois to cover the next game, and they somehow snuck it out.
Yeah.
Well, they covered against Ohio State too.
And then they covered against Ohio State. Now they get a Visick back. It's the Uno Reverso, cuz. Like,
I thought you just said fade the rack, though.
yeah, but I thought a Visick was out.
Yeah, he's back. So
He's European. He might be addicted to boobs.
I'm on Rutgers +8 because I think when they get him back, it's going to take 1 game little to get
the fit in.
Yep.
You know, I've never had an issue fitting into a rack if it was only a 1-game scenario, personally.
Agreed.
Rutgers sucks. You guys can.
I'm sticking with Illinois.
Yeah, stick with it.
If V6's gonna show up and be like, "Oh,
who's gonna guard him?"
This very, very normal large American rack. Oh,
yeah.
I stick dick through.
Where's the hair?
Somerville's a pussy.
Yeah,
dude.
maybe that's also possible. Like the Shane Gillis joke, like, "Oh, the pussy is spoiled because they're like 23."
And although a Visick though is like they already, I mean, did they? If you can say like they had their 1-game bump already with at home, but he still had 12 points. I mean, they still ended up covering. I'll take the European team of Illinois. Give me Illinois.
I'm a real American, so I'm going to go Rutgers. Rutgers at the rack. Real Americans love tits.
This is sweet.
Take
We all just found out that Huff is an ass man and Elliot is a tit man. He's all about the rack. I'm still sticking with Illinois. This is R. Kelly peeing all over the tits.
Yeah, Brad Underwood's gonna shit. Rutgers will play good for about 25 minutes and then they'll shit the bed. Ace Bailey.
What's under
counting their checks? They got checks on the way, bigger checks.
What's under your wood? Your balls, where piss comes from.
Okay.
Your piss doesn't come from your balls. Semen comes from your balls, Troy.
You guys don't know the piss comes from your balls? Come on.
Well, I guess we could go. Let's just go back to the games that we.
Speaking of real American,
I'm
Holy
sorry
Cross
that I'm
Army.
ruining this for you guys.
You're not.
Yeah, let's just go back though, just because Trevor will talk about the TMZ games when he gets back and we got to like the 9 o'clock, almost 8:30. Yeah, we got what? Army Holy Cross. What's the line there? Army's laying 3, 4. I'm done betting Holy Cross. I'll take Army. I'm not betting this, dude. I am not betting this.
This is at Holy Cross, right?
At Army.
At Army. Army went in and beat Holy Cross at home, though. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay it with Army.
I'm not betting it, but I'll pick Army.
Is it 4 right now?
It's 4. Yeah.
And if you use a bet on a service academy, you're just supporting our troops. They get some of that tax dollar.
Hey, Elliot knows I've been riding Army. I love taking Army, but I don't know. I feel like a weird spot with this one.
I'm on Army. Army's only their only game they lost at home was Navy. You take that rivalry game, you throw it out the window. I guess they did lose to Binghamton at home, but
I just like taking Army more on the shorter spreads versus like laying a number. I know it's only 4, but
I would alt this to like 8.5.
yeah, I could see that. They either lose or they win by.
Yeah, they're either gonna crush Holy Cross or they're gonna lose the game. So collect your dollar. Also, if I lose, I can write it off. I think
they don't have they haven't really drilled anyone by that many points. Yeah, I'm not betting this. So.
I mean, they beat Colgate at home by 12.
They lost to Colgate by 12.
Army? They beat them at home by 12.
They lost to Colgate by 12 as well, too, on the road. Both times.
So do they lose by 5 then? If they beat Holy Cross on the road by 5, do they lose by 5?
Yeah, I'm not betting Holy Cross, buddy. I'm not. I'd rather bet just Army. And can fucking Michigan State cover this number? I don't know what's going on in Peacock because I don't have Peacock. I don't have Peacock. I just don't have it on.
I got eyes on
63-61
right now. 7.5 seconds left.
I don't have any skin in the game. I'm just cheering for Clark's. I think Clark's got the under. So
I'm supporting my boy Mike Izzo. You know, my boy Mike Izzo is coaching in this game. So
I got Michigan State plus 3.5. Come on.
I think you got it.
I mean, Michigan State has the ball, so you either get fucked in overtime or.
Yeah, you got it. I think the game was by 2. Winner. 63-61 final.
Oh, they're not going to take a 3. You're going to be okay. Oh, it's a 3. Brick. You win. 2-point game.
12-8 with BYU pending. All right, that's a winning night. Another undefeated in February. God, what a ride tonight was, man. Back and forth. All right, let's move on. Let's go
at App State.
Yeah, I got it.
App State lane minus 8.5.
8.5. Yep, I got you. Fucking lay it, I guess.
You guys want to kiss? You can kiss. Like if you look to your right, Elliot, and you look to your left, Mike, you could kiss like on screen.
That is. Nothing anything's wrong with it. I hate Southern Miss, man. They freaking stink. They're not good on the road. I don't love laying points with App State, though, just because of their pace of play. I guess lay it. What are you going here?
Yeah.
You lay these points.
I'll lay it. I'll probably bet it.
Let's see.
I think it's App State by 15.
Yeah, I like it. Let's take App State.
You lay these points big time.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So I don't know.
App State wins 76-62.
That's a pretty nice score. Hey, by the way, Troy, I was sharp last night. I did a Troy tuning play.
Exacto?
Nope. I did.
Because I'm writing down Huffs because I'm going to bet it.
I did.
Exact score.
Wyoming first half money line. Utah State full game money line.
Nice.
I grant you the rank of Jedi Master.
Oh my god!
When you come here, I'll knight you with a golf club. Like,
there we go.
Ding, ding.
Oh, after I hit a Wyoming hooker.
What?
We got to be able to find a few of
When are
them
you
in
going to
DC.
DC? Like the week before I do, then, or what? Because Troy and I are going to go see 2 Colonial Athletic Association games. And
Yeah, I'll
Troy,
be there.
I found out after my event on Thursday that
You can stay an extra day.
my coworkers are leaving, so we could party together Thursday night though into the wee mornings of Friday. So, but my coworkers are leaving Thursday, so I have nothing to do on Thursday night before our
You
shindig.
could just like miss your flight and then pay for your own flight back, but get to see Alex Ovechkin score on his road to breaking the most unbreakable record of all time.
I could. I definitely don't. I have to fly American into Ronald Reagan. I'm really excited about that now. Even though
Or
it might be
Southwest.
here. No,
I
I
know Southwest
already.
is excellent.
I know. I mean, this is kind of morbid, but I booked that American flight for work, and then that plane crash happened that night. That was crazy. Freaking American, they're the worst.
You'll be
airline.
okay. My friend that was coming in from Wichita on the exact same flight number, she made it in fine tonight, so we're okay.
Yep.
Everything's
same.
back to normal.
Yep. Yeah. No, it's probably safer now that happened. All right, we'll get off the morbidity talk. East Carolina's laying 7.5 against Rice. So every game we talk about 7.5. It's great.
I like Rice. They've lost 7 in a row, but man, that's a big number.
It is a big number with ECU, but ECU has been kind of playing better.
Yeah, ECU is off the road overtime loss to Temple too. I kind of like Rice here in this spot. Troy's playing the saxophone, so he's on ECU. I'm not betting this.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick ECU. Let's see if I end up betting it. I'll tune in to the end of the show if I bet VMI and ECU. Those are the two.
What was the line?
7.5.
All right, we can spar on that.
Well, I might end up betting it. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
We'll spar right now then.
Seems like Huff is starting to join the Keydets. That's weird. I tried to put you onto them about 2.5 weeks ago when they started playing basketball.
I took them
and
twice.
You came along, and I think what you said was Trevor didn't pick VMI, so I'm going to take VMI.
No, he did.
Point,
he did like VMI. That's maybe why I didn't bet it. No, I'm kidding. But no, VMI. I like them. We got to keep riding the train.
Keydets are rolling, right? So you ride it until you lose.
And they lost against, was it Wofford?
We're rolling with ECU.
They covered against Wofford.
If you're going to bet ECU, you need to bet VMI.
Yes.
I'd rather bet VMI catching points than laying
This
points.
This is the Colby Dant parlay, to be honest. Like the only guy that would
Long Island needs to be in there too.
The only guy I would ever know to put hard-earned money, like a good amount of it, on Virginia Military Institute. I'm rolling Pirates. I think they've kind of turned a corner.
Yep.
We were talking about Asians earlier, and that was a foreshadow to my Rice plus 7.5 play. So I'm on Rice plus 7.5.
I also like that East Carolina had the 3-game skid, won a game, had another 3-game skid, and won a game. Like they're still competing.
They should have beat Temple too. That was such bullshit. At least covered the 2.5. I mean, what the hell?
What they lose that by 4?
4, yep.
Yeah, 4, 98-94 overtime.
Yeah, but they're fucking competing. Like they're.
Yeah.
I think they believe at this. I know Trevor likes to do the conference standings and bet based on that a little bit. I don't think it matters that much in January. I think February is when you move to that. But you can see right now which teams are going through tough times and still competing for a coach. Like the last few times we've backed Ohio State, that's because they believe in Jake Diebler. I like ECU right now, man. They are playing pretty goddamn good basketball.
I think they win. I just think the 7.5 is a big number for them. They kind of play with their food a little bit.
They do. Rice stinks, though. All right. Let's move on.
That could be a good play. They play with their food, and they're playing Rice.
Oof.
Yeah, you do play with Rice probably the most because it's hard to pick.
Yeah, you flip it around in the bowl the whole time. You're trying to make sure you don't get too much rice in a bite.
Yep. I don't give
Pirates never ate rice.
No.
Yeah, they would raid Rice. Let's go. We got to keep hustling though, boys.
Wofford.
I got it. I'm reading it. I got it. Wofford, Chattanooga. What we got? Wofford minus 6.5, or sorry, 3.5. Is that what you're seeing, Elliot? 2.5.
Yeah, it's 2.5. I
don't like this. This is a great game. Why is this game? Oh, it is on ESPNU. Okay, good. Has anyone got any strong feels about this? I think Chattanooga's been like the sharp play all year by every capper in the world. Just kind of feel like I don't want to bet Chattanooga here, but it feels like the right side. What do you guys think?
Maybe the over. Both defenses aren't very good. Both offenses are pretty good. I feel like this over is a little bit, or the
144. I keep looking at that 158.5. What the hell? Each of Chattanooga's last 8 Wednesday games against conference opponents have produced a total of 144. 5 of 6 last night games between Chattanooga and Rockford have produced a total of 144. Is this the first total I bet this week? I have not bet a total this week yet.
Let's see. It was 164. 146 was the total before overtime last time against Wofford. Chattanooga beat Wofford in overtime at home. I think Wofford gets revenge, but I think the over is probably the better play, personally.
I mean, Wofford's going to win this game by like 8 points.
Yeah.
They completely out-rebound UTC, like by a very marginal difference. The way they won the first game was by out-rebounding them. It's not going to be that different at home. Went on the road to Sanford and lost. Pretty good team, likes to run up the pace. VMI is a fucking buzzsaw right now.
Good sneak in there.
UNCG, they go on the road and win that game. I feel like Chattanooga's a little fat and happy after 3 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should have won that Sanford game.
And they got Furman and Sanford coming up back-to-back here these next 2 games after.
Everyone loves betting Chattanooga. That's why I don't want to take it. But I'm going to go with Elliott. Let's go, Elliott. I'm going to bet a total tomorrow. 143.5.
The only thing that's scary about that.
FanDuel's got 142.5. I'm going to take it.
FanDuel special. I don't mind the Wofford -2, but their free throws, man. 64%, one of the worst in the country. If that number was a little higher, I'd stay off of it. I think the -2 you can lay it though. But if it was up in the 4.5, 5 range, I would probably.
I was gonna say, I think the rebounds counteract that until it gets to 4.5.
Yeah. So I think 4.5 is probably.
This is a. I guess I said 8, but
people are gonna bet Chattanooga.
It seems more like a 4-point.
People are gonna bet Chattanooga based on the record and shit, and I don't think that matters here in this spot. So, yeah. It's Wofford for me on the lean there, but I'll take the over 142.5. Let's do it.
Julian, the meaning of play with their food is when a team should easily win and they kind of fuck around because they feel like the game is in hand or they already know that they're supposed to win, and therefore the game is closer than we think.
What was it, Elliot? Basically, Wisconsin today, they were up by 24, and then they only won by 12, and they in like the final 2 minutes of the game.
Like instead of eating your food, you just kind of spin it around in the bowl, like flip it, look at it for a little while, and be like, "God damn, that looks good," and then you just don't eat it. You just keep looking at it. And what you're supposed to do is eat that shit.
Yeah.
All right, Elliot, you lead the next one. I was running. I was on the next one. You got the next one to lead off.
That was a quick bull hit, Huff.
What? I'm about to do it again. You lead the next one.
All right. Rhode Island's at Fordham. I am not seeing a line. You have a line.
I saw this. Is it 6?
Oh, no, it is not. Rhode Island is laying 1.5 at Fordham.
Oh my god. Oh my god! I want to bet Fordham. I hate it.
I do too. Fordham money line, ram it. Well, it's
Ram
versus
an
Ram.
outright win, right?
But wait, it's Ram versus Ram.
It's Ram. Dodge Ram versus Dodge Ram.
I'm ramming it. There you go. That's my cap. I'm ramming it.
What game did we say that to last time?
What was that game?
VCU versus Rhode Island.
No. It wasn't Rams. It was a different.
This is the one you take the over 154.5 in.
You think?
Both teams run. It's going to be a close game. There's actually a chance at overtime in this one for sure.
Or 3.
Archie Miller, he's like, crazy. All teams are 500 in the conference. No shit. Archie Miller. I do not want to bet Fordham, but I kind of want to bet Fordham.
You got to bet Fordham. After that Bonnie's close loss coming back home, you got to bet Fordham, right?
Yep, it's Fordham money line for me. We're doing it. Ram it.
Our old high school quarterback ended up going to school at Fordham and winning the I guess at the time it was the 1AA
Heisman.
Yeah. What is it? It's
whatever
it's a very famous player that it's named after.
Walter Dickerson? Eric Dickerson? No.
It might be the Walter Payton Award. Actually.
Walter Payton. It is. Walter Payton Award. Yep. I'm looking it up right now because the Montana State quarterback won it this year, so I was looking it up real quick.
Because he was going to go to UConn, and then Randy Edsall pulled his little switcheroni and came to Maryland. So he ended up going to Fordham.
Yeah, it's the Walter Payton.
This is the only cap in this is it's 2 Rams, and the home Ram is going to defend their turf.
That's right. Fordham money line.
Rhode Island's off a win against Massachusetts, and I loved what this Rhode Island team was doing for quite some time. How could you not? But they've really stumbled in A10 play. They haven't been getting up, but they've been able to kind of beat these lower teams in the A10. I'm buying into the bullshit stink. All right, let's go. I'll pick the next one. We did Duke already. Northern Iowa is laying 4.5 against Missouri State. Missouri State has won 2 games or a game for their first game in the Missouri Valley.
$3 bills
against Missouri State.
Against Murray State.
Murray State. Sorry. Yeah, Missouri State beat Missouri State. They kind of have beat themselves this year. But Northern Iowa's off a big win against Bradley, too. Now they're just laying 4.5 against Missouri State.
$3 bills.
I'm not afraid of it.
Northern Iowa?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Missouri State stinks. I mean, I'm not afraid of this number, even though it's on the road. I bet it even inflates by tomorrow morning or in tip-off. What do you think, Troy, Elliot?
I mean, I'm betting Northern Iowa hard as fuck in this game. This is a absolute hammer spot. I do not care that they're on the road.
And you got Ben Jacobson versus Quanzo Martin. I mean,
I don't know if they can catch up to Drake, but I feel like this Northern Iowa team can win the conference tournament and get themselves a seed into the NCAA tournament. This Northern Iowa team is awesome to watch.
Yeah, they just had an injury bump. They got their injury bump out for what's his fucking name? I'm blanking on it.
Bond?
Yeah, Leon Bond. But still, there's plenty of different pieces on that team. I'll lay it with you.
Yep, we can squad ride that. I like it. I told myself a couple weeks ago I was never betting Missouri State again this year, so I will bet against them this time.
They're horrible. They're so bad.
You're telling me that we Ben Jacobson against Quanzo Martin? Okay.
They're about to hawk down Bradley, and then Drake is next. Like they're a game behind Bradley, but they just beat the shit out of them.
Yep.
I would almost look at Northern Iowa in a future to still somehow win the Missouri Valley.
In the regular season?
In the regular season.
Drake would have to drop one more, and Northern Iowa would have to win out.
All you need is one more.
Yep.
I love the Panthers, man. They
need two more, right?
Well, one more, because if UNI wins out, then that would give Drake another loss too, and then they would have
got one more matchup.
I see. I see what you're saying. I mean, yeah, it's probably got good value. It's like my Creighton pick on the Big East. I feel like I like it. All right, PFW.
And they get Drake at home in that game. Oh Lord.
Yep. And then what you could do is if you end up playing it and it looks like it's going to be UNI or Drake, then if you wanted to, you just hedge
in the single game. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I like it. PFW is laying 5.5, 6.5 some places against Wright State at home.
So this game was the game where Wright State lost at home in double overtime when they should have won. They were up like
what did that end at? Like 120?
120 to 113. They were up 4 with like 10 seconds left. Give up a layup, turn it over on the inbounds, and then
that's right.
PFW scores, so they literally scored like 4 points in like 6 seconds, and then ended up going on a win in double overtime.
That's right.
It's a double-digit game.
For IPFW?
Yes. I feel like Wright State's just kind of been fake sharp this year a little bit, in my opinion. I don't like this team, but I don't like taking the 5.5 number either. But Wright State kind of squeaked that Rob Morris win out of their ass. They played good games for the most part in this conference, but come on, fucking get it done. IPFW has not been able to drill like the better teams in this conference, so I think Wright State's on the fringe of being on that bad to good tier in this horizon. I'll lay it, I guess. I'll see if I end up betting that one too. I'm gonna put that on my end of the show list. See if we do it or not.
Are you betting it?
Yep. This is my elephant trunk.
Can we do a like I saw Discovery Channel play was Danny Dumchit was on it. We could do a Discovery Channel parlay with the Fordham Rams and the IPFW Mastodons.
Okay. I'm in. That's all it takes.
What's his name? Let's do a 20 animals in there.
Give me an angle like that. Like, oh man, a mammal parlay. Oh Lord, I am in.
Dude, I thought elephants are reptiles though.
No, they have hair on their body, you dumb fuck.
And they give live birth.
Yeah, they give live birth, dummy. They come out like weighing 300 pounds. That should be the best in all of football.
That
Day
shit reminds
one,
me of
like, day
I'm too
one,
busy
you-
studying like 2005, the St. Louis Final Four or
that
whatever.
reminds me of Ace Ventura when he's in that fake that fake elephant and he starts coming out and they're on that safari. It's like, Daddy's taking a shit.
Do not go in there. I'm laying it. Fuck it. I will, but I'm laying it.
Shit. Yeah, you could even go the over too if you wanted to. I mean, you could overs 150.
They've played enough in conference that their defensive ratings are pretty similar. But IPFW can actually score the basketball.
Mm-hmm.
They're covering this number.
I think people will hammer that over too, just for how much they scored. I don't foresee this game as a lock on the over. I think IPFW wins by 10. It's competitive for about 30 minutes of this game.
Yeah, 80 to 70 seems about right.
I like that. 10 or 12 points, maybe 8 we'll take. All right. Elliot, you get the next one. What we got, baby?
Let's see. We will go.
I can pull up the lines for you.
Yep.
My Ken Palm was going slow, so I figured I'd ask you.
Duquesne at Richmond.
Richmond is catching 3 against Duquesne. Oh my God! These two teams have been my nemesis too. Shout out that one dude that came in here from Richmond.
Played. Oh, I forget his name. He started with an S.
It was like Isaiah something.
Yeah, played at Richmond.
Maybe Z Paulson was a point guard at Richmond too. Yeah. Fucking gosh. I don't like laying points with Duquesne on the road, and I don't even like betting this Richmond team, but they just don't cover these numbers, man.
I mean, we got a team on a 7-game losing streak, and we got a team on a 4-game losing streak.
Yeah, but Duquesne's kind of proven that they can like win games at least. Like,
Yeah, but how do they do that?
they muck it up.
So you bet the under.
They muck you up. Yeah, the under could be a play. I'll pick Duquesne. I am not betting this. I promise. I'm not even going to tease it for the end of the show. I'm definitely not betting this, but I'll pick Duquesne.
I'll spar. I'll go Richmond.
The only games that have gone over this number for Duquesne are St. Joe's and Dayton, which we would expect to be able to score.
Yep.
Richmond fucking sucks, dude. They are not good.
I know. It sucks because they're like
People were scared of that 35.5.
Dude, the fact they didn't cover that, what was it, 7.5 we got where that guy popped in against George Washington. They didn't cover that. It was ridiculous. I
don't mind laying the 2.5, but man, this is an under. This is a like 60 to 51 game.
This game deserves to lead in sight.
Booty cheeks. Do
Network.
not watch this game.
Oh,
Yeah, and I think, is Delaney Hunt still out for Richmond too?
I don't care. I don't like injury news. You know me. I don't care.
No, I know he's been out, but if he's back, I like it when somebody's back versus if somebody's out. I don't really care too much, but if he's back,
you won't know, and you won't know until a tweet with about
2 seconds
likes
for the game,
and one retweet, and about 20 minutes of tip. Yeah, he's warming up. It looks like from some random beat writer in Richmond. And you gotta go digging for that news anyway. I'm picking Duquesne, no bet.
He's still out. I like the underplay. It's kind of similar to that TCU under against West Virginia.
Delaney Hunt should be until the beginning of March.
Yeah. Yep. I saw he's out 8 weeks. That was on January 10th. So.
Yeah. And shout out Julian Julian Cesario. I have terrible pronunciation, so I apologize if I butchered that. But thanks for tuning in, bro. We normally go live around 10:30 or so weekdays. We went a little later tonight, but thanks for tuning in, man. We got Right, so we like Duke. Troy and I like Duquesne. You guys like the under, but I picked it no bet. We did East Carolina, Indiana State versus Valpo. This is probably a no bet for me as well, to be honest with you. Indiana State's laying 5 against Valpo. I mean, Valpo's just stinking it up, but I hate this Indiana State team. I've watched them play. I know they've got 2 wins in a row. Little to no defense. I just think 162 points is a lot to take an over, even though it is Indiana State. But it's Valpo playing. I'll pick Valpo. I'm not betting this. What do you guys think? I'm not betting this.
I'll spar. I'll go Indiana State, but no bet. I'll be on UNI and maybe a couple other Missouri Valley games, but I will not be on this one.
The silence from Troy is deafening. Let's move on from Winthrop.
This is a system overplay because Valpo's in the game.
Yeah, it's also Indiana State. They don't play any defense at all.
They're gonna let them score.
LA Fitness. Absolutely. Basketball here. It's like what I like to call it. Winthrop versus Charleston Southern. Do you have a line on this, Elliot or Troy?
Winthrop laying 3.5.
They're playing 3.5 against Charleston Southern. It's too obvious, right? Wow, that line kind of stinks, does it not? I know that they're on the road. Winthrop defense is awful.
Charleston Southern did just beat Longwood at home.
They've won 2 games in a row, too. I mean, they beat USC Upstate, but that's still a road win. There's no defense in this. What's the total on this?
154.
153.5, yeah.
They have beaten some good teams. I mean, the
Winthrop's
solid
offense is significantly better than Charleston Southern's.
Yeah. Significantly.
Like way better.
They're bad.
I'm laying these points and I am betting Winthrop.
Yeah. I'm trying to I was trying to make a case for Charleston Southern. They've beaten some good competitive Big South teams at home, Longwood, Radford, Gardner-Webb. But then they've also lost to UNC Asheville and High Point by this number at home as well. And when you look at it, High Point, UNC Asheville are those teams that have a better offense.
Tuck job.
Versus
Winthrop got kind of crushed by Asheville.
Oh, yeah. They weren't competitive at all.
And High Point. They actually got more crushed by High Point than Asheville.
This game was a triple overtime game at home, by the way, too.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Winthrop was pretty much leading that game the entire way until the final, 2 minutes. I think I'm going to pick Winthrop, but this might be one of my 2-team money line parlays that I do.
Is this a 40-minute tie bet?
Another overtime game? I like the first half tie, if anything.
Do you go to overtime? I mean, the first half tie is.
I like taking first half ties a lot. I've actually hit a couple of those at plus 1,200, plus 2,000 this year. I'll take Winthrop. I like them on the spread, I guess, but I'm going to try to find another parlay piece to 2-team money line this bitch.
Yeah, I like that angle. Both teams are ass at free throws, too.
And it's not like they're under minus 200. They're sitting at minus 160. So that's a better money line price for the 2-teamer. Like tonight, I had Bowling Green in Ohio that hit, but it was only minus 115 for 2 teams. I'm like, never fun. All right, we're both all in agreement, or all thrice in agreement there. Cleveland State at Northern Kentucky. Cleveland State is assuming laying 2 points. Cleveland State hasn't won.
They gotta lose, right?
December 5th. They gotta lose, but I can't bet on Northern Kentucky, man. I don't like that team. I don't like that team. They just got a road to. Now they're coming back home. Vikings versus the what? Norse? Northern Kentucky's the Norse, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Viking battle. What do you got for that, Troy?
Okay. All the Vikings ever did was win on the road. Like, they never defended their home. They always were sailing out to like England or somewhere else and invading.
Let's go.
So this is a road team spot. Also, Northern Kentucky blows, and Cleveland State is really good. Laying 1.5 is a little bit weird. That's very short. That does seem a little bit stinky to me.
Especially
if you're gonna bet Northern Kentucky, just bet the money line.
they beat Northern Kentucky at home by 18, and now it's only 1.5. It's very stinky to me.
It's very weird.
Especially because it's not like it was like a long, long time ago. It was January 15th, and they've done nothing but rattle off double-digit wins the next 5 games
They
too.
want to trick you, though. It's a classic trick job on them. Cleveland State money line. Forget the points.
This is another candidate for an alt line for me. I think you take Cleveland State up to like 8.5. They are way fucking better. I understand that the line is stinky, but I think that the line is stinky as bait.
For people to fall for it,
Yeah.
fall for Northern Kentucky.
Laying the 1.5 with Cleveland State as a, I don't know, 3 levels better team. I'm okay doing that. I just feel like there's a little bit to gain by thinking that they win this game by 13 points.
Betting on a team that's won 13 in a row is definitely profitable, right? But sometimes it has to come to an end. I just don't think it comes to an end on the road here. Although, like I said, the line is kind of stinky, but I'm not afraid of it. I am kind of afraid of it because I'm only taking the Cleveland State money line, I guess. So
I did talk about this a little earlier, and I know you guys are both old enough to know filling out a Scantron.
Oh yeah,
Like getting 5 C's in a row. You're immediately assuming that the 6th is 100% not going to be answer C. But that happens quite a bit. Like it's got the same chance of being C as it does any other letter.
or I'm in my head like, oh, you're a fucking idiot. This is definitely not it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 5 C's in a row. I got to erase at least 2 of these. There's no way that somebody let this happen.
Yeah,
I actually had a teacher that gave us all a Scantron test, and all 25 answers were B.
just to try to get you to overthink it. And
I erased one, thinking like there's no way all 25 are B. There's got to be a trick one in here. Didn't even look at the questions, just picked a random number and erased it.
I think
Wrong.
I'm going to be on Cleveland State. I think there's been like 3 times in this 11-game win streak that I've tried to fade them, thinking that they're going to lose, and they fucking just kick ass.
They haven't even been close.
No, I mean their closest game 8 at Youngstown State and 6 at home against IUND.
Northern Kentucky lost by 11 to the fucking hospital.
Yeah, Cleveland State. I'll lay it. I don't even
They
care.
went on the road to the hospital.
I will be. I'm taking the money line. I'm still taking the money line.
And they played the hospital at night. It wasn't even an afternoon soap opera game.
Yeah.
You could do.
There's a reason why they're 11-1 in the conference. It's because Cleveland State is way better.
You could do the Winthrop money line, Cleveland State money line, Huff.
I don't like. I'd rather. I mean, I can get a good price on Cleveland State at -120, -125 versus trying to find a 2.
But
Like,
why not add and bet more?
No, I just take Cleveland State on the money. I take Cleveland State on the money line. I don't like doing more than 2-team money lines in college basketball. I just don't.
I usually don't get beers at 12:45, but here goes.
Get a beer. We're all boozing.
Get some vodka and some Tang.
Elliot.
Louisville.
You take the next one. I'm gonna take a break too. you're on your own. No, just kidding.
Sounds good.
You lead us on. What's Louisville laying at Boston College? Actually, I think I know it's what 12 or 13.
Yeah, so I gotta just look at the line real quick. I think I passed it earlier. Yeah, Louisville at Boston College. Louisville lane 13. Louisville off that Georgia Tech away loss. Lost by 7. Boston College there. They got a home win against Florida State. It's a big number to lay. But I'll lay it here with Louisville. I think that they can bounce back and respond to that away loss after they went 9 in a row. Yeah, won 9 in a row, and then finally got tripped up a little bit by Georgia Tech on the road. I like Louisville here. I don't know if I'm going to bet it though. It's a big number to bet. But Boston College's ass. I'm not betting that.
Julian, I'm in Indiana. Troy's in Virginia. Stooley Picks, who was on here earlier, is in Wisconsin, and E-Money right there is in Kansas. So we're all scattered across the United States. Well, I guess just one chunk of it. But yeah, and then we don't know. None of us know each other, just through Twitter and liking hoops. So we all came together. What you ended up taking Louisville?
Louisville. It's probably a no bet for me, but Louisville minus 13. I don't know. I think that my whole thing was I think they'll respond. I mean, it's kind of a reverse. Louisville coming off the loss at away against Georgia Tech, and then Boston College snuck out that win against Florida State at home.
They got to manipulate the net ranking too, to your point, because they're a bubble team. What's the team total here? Even too. This over 146 have been.
Team total for Louisville is 79.5. Juice to the 79.5.
I will take that right now. Louisville 79.5. I think they can score 80 here versus the 13.5. That will be the second total of my day. Team totals on the road for Louisville. They've scored an average of 83 points in the last 10 games on the road here. So yeah, let's do that. They got to manipulate the net rankings. Come on.
BC's defense is ass too.
BC is ass.
Trevor, we've only scavenged a little bit across the 7 o'clock show, but we are on Louisville Boston College. So I took the team total over 79.5. Elliot likes the 13.5, but he didn't bet it. Troy is studying.
I am back. Oh no, you lay this number.
I like the team total. I'm with you. I think the lay is the lean. I'll lean the lay.
I mean, would you agree, Troy, that if you lay this number, then Louisville probably hits 82?
Huh? Louisville is probably what?
If you lay the 13.5, if you like the 13.5, you think Louisville scores 80 points?
Oh yeah, you go definitely higher on the team total.
We got 79.5, which I feel like is kind of maybe trapped.
Do you think Louisville can score 4 more points than Florida State?
Yeah. No shit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It's Boston College.
Back to back, too. 1
They're
point win over Florida State.
It will be sweaty, but the key number here is 79.5. I will take it now before that fucking thing jumps to 80, 81 by the end of the.
I don't even think the spread is that sweaty here. The Cardinal is going to roll.
Schooly?
Yeah, I don't think there's really a wrong way you can back Louisville, to be honest. Boston College is terrible. Shit, we just had this up.
I'm on BC now. Sorry.
Be my guest. Yeah, in Boston College, 39% allowed from 3-point land. They give up the second. They give up a lot of 3-point attempts. They don't rebound. They don't force turnovers. They also turn it over a ton. They foul a shit ton too, where Louisville will get to the line. I don't think there's really a wrong way you can really back this. If I had to choose, though, I would probably just go. I'd probably go the 13.5 because Louisville is off of a loss to a bad Georgia Tech team. They're not going to follow it up with another loss to a bad ACC team here, even if it is a back-to-back road game.
All right. We're getting agreement there. We'll start flying through there. We hopefully all win our sides in total, whatever. Elliot, great job manning the deck solo there. God, we got a lot. Bucknell American, anyone? I don't.
American.
I'm not betting this game.
I'm a real American.
Hulk Hogan gets booed though. I am a real.
Yeah, but from January 20th, you have to back American. There's just nothing you can do. If you don't want to get deported, you bet American in this game.
What's the line? I don't even see a line. Anybody see a line?
1.5. Bucknell is laying points.
What?
Bucknell's laying. I mean,
Flag.
I get it, but
Are you kidding me?
Flag. Money.
Bucknell's laying 1.5. They're at home.
they played yet this year?
They're at home.
Yeah, Bucknell lost to American.
Yeah,
By
but
10.
this is 1 versus 2 in the conference.
Yeah, I can beat Bucknell.
Battle, American. Get deported, Trevor.
I'm not getting deported.
Did you see the update that they're flying people to Guantanamo Bay now?
I'm scared to no fucking Guantanamo Bay.
Trev.
I'm not gonna bet. I guess I'll have to pick. I'll pick Bucknell. I'm not gonna bet this, but this is gonna be my bet. I'm gonna bet overtime in this game. Bucknell's addicted to going to overtime, and they're gonna be both playing their eyes out. This game is going to fucking overtime. This will not count towards my record tomorrow. This is not a full unit play for me. This is a sprinkle. Overtime. Bucknell sprinkle.
Overtime would be a fun bet.
Damn. We got to deport half of the Pump Fake pod.
Bucknell is addicted to playing in overtime games. Addicted. All right, let's keep moving. This is definitely a no bet for me. Texas State, Old Dominion. I'm good.
You know what happened once we called ourselves America? You know what occurred to the Bison, right? We had people in helicopters sitting up there just.
Yeah, you're stick. Well, the American fucking pissed me off last Saturday.
We're Dan Bilzerian on their ass.
You know what? They got deported. Well, they were
You know,
joking.
they probably did have chicks with tits out when they were shooting
fighting
Bison out
on
of the
Saturday.
helicopter.
So
It's tough using a Dan Bilzerian reference because he was a fraud. So
yeah,
let's go.
Dan Bilzerian's a
Bucknell.
fucking loser. Are you talking about a man? That guy's a fucking loser.
Yeah, but did you see his Instagram post? How
Yeah.
loser can you be?
You see all his guns?
All his money's fake. He's all like he's bankrupt and shit.
He still
Yeah,
has
but
cool
did
guns.
you see how many tits he gets to grab? Jesus Christ, dude.
I
He
think-
pays for that though. So that's even more loser behavior.
Okay. Oh no, paying for a girl to do something that I want her to do. Oh, I've never
It's
done
all
that
a
before.
show. That guy's all a show. He's such a fraud. He was an influencer before influencers happened, though. I'll give him that. We got to keep rolling, though. I want to get done on a decent time, and we're only on 7 o'clock.
You guys can just kick me out if you want.
No, we're good. No. I mean, we sit and talk about games all the time, but Texas State, Old Dominion, no one's got bets for that, right? I'm not betting that game.
I mean, Texas State. I'll pick Texas State, but no.
Didn't Old Dominion just win actually?
They won 2 in a row, then lost to James Madison on the road by
Never
14.
mind. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm not. I'll pick ODU. No bet. I'm not betting that.
I'll pick Texas State. They've lost 3 in a row. Their offense is significantly better. So I'll pick them. Lay the
Sorry, Elliot. Troy, you missed this one. UCF Cincinnati. You take UCF, or you weren't
Absolutely. Cincinnati sucks, man. They can't score.
good.
They
Yeah,
cannot score. Johnny Dawkins is also doing a pretty fucking good job with that team.
that's what I said. Yeah, and I mean
This is at the Moon Bounce too, right?
Yeah, it's at the Bounce House. Yeah,
This is all right. So the handicap for the rack last year has now been moved south for the Moon Bounce. The Moon Bounce is where you're looking for fake tits, and they will be out.
And if when you bounce at the moon bounce, the tits are bouncing.
Well, yeah, they just go the opposite way. Like when you're going up, they go down, and then when you go down, they go up.
A bitch.
And look, I've studied this a lot. I've stared at jumping titties quite a bit in my life. I like to think of myself as an expert. UCF wins this game. They cover. They're actually a pretty fucking good basketball team.
Yeah. Don't buy into the Fugazi ass line. Cincinnati's been catching weird lines for a minute, and it has not mattered once.
They'll shit their pants because they ate too much Skyline chili.
Yep. Yeah, I just put 1.5 units on this.
Nothing wrong with Skyline chili though.
Other than the cinnamon and chocolate they put in it, but
it's so good. It's a good delicacy every once in a while. Elliot puts cinnamon in his chili. I'm pretty sure.
No.
Right?
You eat the cinnamon roll with your chili.
With my chili, yeah.
Oh, yeah, cinnamon roll with the chili. I see.
Look, the guy's from Kansas. He knows how to eat food. What else do you do there?
Watch sports.
Those pair together pretty well.
All three of those are great. Watch sports, eat food, drink beer.
Virgil knows what's up. Orlando loves the fake boobs. Like all the chicks coming in from Brazil to go to Disney World, they're fake, but they're awesome.
Yeah, I fucking hate Disney World. George Mason versus George Washington. George Mason is laying 2.5. And George Mason has won 8 games in a row. They played this George Mason. This game went to overtime.
Double.
Won by 3.
2 of them. 2
What?
OTs.
2 OTs.
Oh, sorry. Okay, my bad. Sorry, guys.
Boots on the ground. Your boy was there.
Yep. And I think I bet on George Washington. I'm pretty sure there was plus 9.5.
We both did. I forget.
Yeah. All right, you 2 OTers. I guess bet Mason.
We have a disagreeer.
G-Dub,
money line. Right.
Yeah, G-Dub
money
line. A
line.
little overtime game already against them.
I feel so good now. Trevor took G-Dub. Oh.
Hey man, I've been making good money on G-Dub when I bet them this year.
I've been betting G-Dub a lot, but I've made more money betting G Mason. I don't know. I just think Mason's a better team, but I do like G-Dub at home though. But it's not like Mason's a foe on the road. They've won great road games.
25-minute drive.
You going?
And George Washington lost in a
I was
double
thinking
overtime game
about
on the
it.
road.
I was thinking about it. But I got to host a pregame tomorrow, so is Max already going to a game? If you're going to have skin in this game, you bet on Tony Skin. George Mason's really fucking good. They're like a win a game in the NCAA tournament good.
Yeah.
All the way to the Final Four again? Good?
There was a year, my little sister, I was 12 years old that year. All five starters came to my basketball game because I had gone to fucking 18 of their home games. I wiped the floor when people sweat when I was like a 12-year-old. It was awesome. My little sister, we lived in Florida for a little while, so she picked Florida and George Mason in the Final Four and Florida to win. And she finished like 17th in the ESPN brackets and got the old, I forgot what it was called before it was ESPN Plus, but some old subscription. She got that for like 8 years because she was in the top 100. This bitch picked George Mason to win the national title.
Close.
G-Dub rolls. I mean, with UConn and Wichita State in that bracket, picking G-Dub to win basically locked her into the top 95 percentile.
The fact that Troy is saying G-Dub.
G-Dub.
George Washington?
Yeah. This is a road spot that seems really easy for them to go and get. And
you guys are correcting me 2 overtimes, but Troy's saying G-Dub.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm not going to bet this game because I can't, because George Mason's in Virginia, but I'm a little scared of this spot. I like Tony Skinn. I love the Patriots, but I think I got to side with G-Dub here.
Let's go G-Dub.
You guys are fucked. Go George Mason. You talk about me getting deported. I'm a true patriot, damn it.
I'm trying to mush him.
Mush him. I've been betting on them all season. I've been high on both.
I'm trying to mush him.
Well, your mush is not even a thing. Hasn't even tipped off. You're good. We're good. I'll mush him here. George Mason will win this fucking game for sure. Give me G Mason. All right. George Washington's got fake teeth. Lafayette Loyola. Yeah, we're skipping that game.
Yeah, but he grew a lot of hemp.
I'm skipping that game. Yeah, man. Martha Washington, she'd be the cool. She'd have home and she'd have a bull pack ready to go for him, man.
I mean, it'd be easy to cook dinner for your husband if you were sitting there with your eyes like, whoa.
That's Days of Confused, though. For anyone who doesn't know, that's a top 10 movie. Days of Confused. Georgia Southern, UL Lafayette. Anyone?
You mean nothing for me there.
Nothing for me there. Let's talk about this game though. Troy at James Madison. Troy is, I believe, laying.
No, James Madison, it's flipped 1.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a short line. So James Madison's not laying points, you said?
Yeah, lane 1, James Madison.
Join me, fellows.
I haven't watched any Troy this year, really, so I got nothing for this.
We going on the Dukes, Troy?
No, this is another eat shit pit play for me. I bet Troy all the time. My name is Troy. I bet Troy. All of my first memories were in like Montgomery, Alabama, and we went to Troy for quite a bit of activities. The fact that it flips, I'm going to fade the line movement. I'm going to take Troy. Outright.
Yep. Yeah, Troy wins this game. And James Madison is so fake sharp this year, and I don't even like them as much at home. They have won 4 games in a row. I think Troy's defense is so stout that they'll cause some issues for James Madison. So
I like Troy. I bet on Troy quite a bit this year.
I thought you just said you want to take James Madison, though. You flipped.
No, I asked him. He said, "Join me," and I said, "Are we joining you on James Madison?"
You should have got the context clues. Georgia State versus Louisiana Monroe. Absolutely no bet. These are both of my teams I hate. This one's a good one, though. High Point at Radford. This is the game that Mac's going to. High Point's laying 4 points against Radford.
Well, if anybody wants to know early, Mac's on the Highlanders here.
Yeah, I'm with them. They got drummed by 18 earlier this season at High Point.
You have to take Radford.
4 straight.
You have to take Radford. At home.
I'm laying it.
You're laying High Point?
I'm laying it with High Point. High Point's a better basketball team.
They are.
But more importantly, one of my good buddies met me at the Caps game tonight out of the blue. His wife is probably the only real High Point basketball fan that I know in my whole life. So I'm laying it with High Point.
Good logic there.
I will be high for this game.
UNLV, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, Boise State. All right. So am I on Radford Island there or what?
No, you and Trevor are. I'm on
Yep.
High Point. I'll lay it with High Point. What's the over under? 145. That seems you could go with the over maybe.
Over.
High Point's offense is really good. They'll put up a shit ton of points. Their defense sucks, so Radford will still be able to score at home. So I'm probably on High Point. And when I like the High Point -4, I like to take the over too and kind of give myself a little buffer in case it doesn't hit.
I don't like taking overs with Radford, but more power to you there. I'll root for you.
My main one will be High Point.
Radford to cover these games, they got to muck it up a little bit. So I think High Point's defense, their possession length actually is on defense is they can hold people to shooting the ball with 10 seconds left or less. All right, we'll battle there. Samford's laying 11 against Mercer. I will lay that. I don't care. And I will take Actually, I will take not the team. I will take Samford -11.
They only beat Mercer by 1 on the road earlier this year. Now they're laying 11.
Well, I mean, it's Mercer.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm like, that feels kind of like they're telling you they're just going to drum the shit out of Mercer tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm laying this.
Yeah, you got to. You can't take Mercer. Mercer stinks. Queens is laying 7.5 against Central Arkansas. Over. What's the over-under on that game? 148?
Yeah.
People are taking the under?
147
They've
and
got
a half.
Lipscomb on deck.
Ooh, Queens?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're tied for second in the conference right now.
I mean, in an ideal world, Queens should beat Central Arkansas by this number, but I kind of want to take Central Arkansas.
Outright.
Money line?
Outright.
I'm taking the over.
Plus 260?
This is the most classic look ahead spot in a smaller conference where you've always looked at like 2 or 3 teams coming into the year. All you're looking at is a very small number of teams.
Those teams are what? Florida Gulf Coast and Lipscomb, basically, probably.
Pretty much. I mean, the fact that Lipscomb is on deck, this is a bare outright play.
I will take the over. I don't know. I do think it's a look ahead spot, but I just don't trust both of these defenses, so I do like the total there, and they let teams shoot fast on defense. Both these teams do, and Queens runs a fast enough pace where I think they could push the tempo. And yeah, Central Arkansas covers a number. They play it close. I'm with you. I'll root for it with you because that means points. You pick a game, Trevor. You've been quiet.
It's a TMZ. This isn't a TMZ game, so Trevor doesn't want to talk about it.
No, I'm just debating. Like, I can see it. Like, Central Arkansas doesn't foul. They force turnovers. I mean, they could find their way to get in this game, but their shooting is just horrendous. But it is a textbook look ahead spot. They haven't played them yet this year either.
Seems like a very good look ahead spot that most people would just see Queens and bet them.
Yeah, I'm with you. It'd be Central or nothing for me personally.
Over. Outright play.
All right. Tulane is laying 1 at UTSA. Does this line stink? or what? UTSA just got a road win against North Texas. I kind of want to take Tulane here, but I feel like the line kind of stinks.
Can get it at Pick'em.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to take Tulane money line.
UTSA wins this game.
Tulane's got North Texas on deck.
Hey, UTSA just beat North Texas on the road.
Yeah, but they're going to play at home. They're going to invite Tulane to run the ball up and down the court with them, and they're going to fall for the trap.
Both teams run super fast.
Let's fucking go, Juice.
Tulane's defense is better. Give me Tulane.
Tulane's going to get to the – they should get to the foul line, too. They can shoot. Yeah, I don't mind fading UTSA off of that North Texas win.
I'm taking it now. The Tulane will go to
Yeah, give me UTSA. Tulane beat them by 29 at home, and now it's only a 1 point. That's telling. UTSA is going to win this outright.
Yeah, this is also a possible, like, -4.5 alt play for UTSA.
Hit their free
If I
throws.
play it, I'm just going to take the money line.
Yeah, I'm taking Tulane money line. UTSA defense sucks.
Pick 'em right now, but
UTSA's defense sucks. Give me Tulane money line. Defense.
Damn, UTSA fucking shoots the free throw like hella good. Second in the nation, 83%.
yeah, but Tulane is leaving the area where all of the attention of the world is just now going to in New Orleans. This is a reverse Super Bowl play. Told you guys that fucking New Orleans outright last night. No one wanted to believe the Super Bowl.
They didn't win.
They
They were
covered.
right there. They were right fucking
They
there.
covered. They didn't win.
They were right there.
If only a few more people would have got into the game.
Tulane is an actual university that people would be like, oh shit, we'll go to the game. Oh, it's on the road. Oh, don't. Oh.
Yeah, give me
This game should have this Super Bowl week. This should be in New Orleans. We should actually have one of the preseason tournaments rescheduled right now for the week before the Super Bowl in New Orleans. Like right in the middle of conference play, we go into a 8-team invitational.
Played at the Pelicans Arena.
Smoothie King, I think. Is it still Smoothie King Arena?
I think it is. I'm not sure though.
I don't know how they have enough money to sponsor an arena, but way to go, Smoothie King. Shout out. Somehow.
They got places everywhere. Money laundering is a good thing. Let's move on. All right, so you guys take your stupid UTSA, fucking shove it.
Beep, beep.
Meep.
Roll into a freight train.
Yeah, you guys can shove it. Fucking.
Okay, Wile E. Coyote, relax.
Yeah.
And have the anvil fall right on your head and be like, oh, how did this happen again?
Again. Evansville versus Southern Illinois. Let's move along.
Didn't Evansville just win?
Yeah, at Belmont. They've won 3 in a row, actually.
Yeah, they won 3 in a
really?
row.
Southern Illinois just lost at home to Drake. What's that line?
But they have won 6. They've Southern Illinois 5 of 6 before that.
What's the line?
1.5, Evansville's favor, or as the Hispanics would say, uno and a half-o.
Yeah, give me Southern Illinois money line.
Salukio.
I hate both. I mean, I like Evansville, but I don't think they win, but I also don't believe in Southern Illinois.
Salukio
they've beat me so
sounds like
many
a
times this year.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I caught him one time. Yeah, it wiggled a little bit, and they were like, "Oh, you caught it." Yeah, I am not betting this game. This is one that I will not bet.
Yeah, I'll pick Evansville. I'm not betting this either.
I'll spar with
I'm worried about the Salukis, man. They are playing okay.
They burned me too much. I'm not going to bet them.
They've been playing much better, but I'm not betting this. Creighton is laying 3.5 against Providence.
Providence outright. I'm taking that 3.5. You know when the last time Creighton won at Providence was?
Me neither.
2021.
2025. Oh, wait. What?
That was at Creighton. They pieced them up by 18. Now they're going to go to the dunk on Wasted Wednesday? No, thank you.
The joke just flew right over your head.
Wait, what? Oh, was that in 2024?
Yeah. He said 2025 like he's foreshadowing.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I got it. But
Well,
I
I
was
guess
like, oh, wait,
today
I forgot. Where is it?
for
This
some of
game
us.
goes. This season goes into 2 years, 2 separate years. I don't give a shit. Providence.
Dude, you're going to take Providence money line? Not even the points?
I'm taking the 3.5.
Okay.
I'm debating the money line, but I like Providence tomorrow. Might throw a little extra on them.
I mean,
I mean,
it's a good spot for Providence. I'll give you that, but I just don't feel that confident at all. And I already got Creighton on that plus 650 to win and plus 600 to win, or it was plus 600 to win the Big East and the regular season.
Win out.
They don't have to win out to win the Big East.
we know the handicap for this game.
They're 9-2 in the Big East.
No, all of us at TCE know the handicap for this game. We've watched Hunter Dickinson play. We know that Ryan Kalkbrenner is about the exact same as Hunter Dickinson. Kind of a bitch if he gets pushed. The best rebounder for Providence is a fucking freshman. I love the dunk, but in the middle of the week,
Wasted Wednesday? What else is there to do in Providence, Rhode Island? They'll be at the game.
well, to get to the game is almost further than leaving the state.
I'm still on Providence. You're not going to change my mind. I think they win the game.
There's haunted boat tours in Rhode Island. Looks like.
Exciting. No, thank you. Providence outright.
I've been all over Creighton. As soon as they lost Pop Isaacs, I was a little bit worried, but they've been a way better basketball team without Pop Isaacs, which makes sense because Texas Tech was kind of the same. Yeah. In the games that he looked good, they ruled, but in the games that he sucked, they sucked.
Yep.
I'm on Creighton here. I think they go on the road in the middle of the week and get a nice win. This is not the dunk in the middle of the week.
Well, and this is also not a Providence team. Like, it's not
Providence at home has been good. Providence on the road is not.
It is February, so it's Black History Month. If this was Ed Cooley, they would probably win.
Providence won last year at home against
English
on a Wednesday.
is black.
Luckily, McDermott's not.
All right, I'm going Creighton. I'm just gonna keep riding my plus 600 and keep doubling down on the blackjack board.
Yeah, I'll go Creighton, but I don't know if I'm gonna bet it. I don't think I'm gonna bet that one.
Creighton's gonna win the conference.
Yeah, and everyone's Stooley's saying they got to win outright. They do not have to win outright because St. John's got Connecticut, Villanova, and Creighton on deck, and then they got Connecticut and then Marquette on the road to end the season. That's when I'll be taking over the hump because Creighton ends their season. Georgetown, DePaul, Xavier, Seton Hall, and Butler. I am going to win this bet plus 600. Creighton will win the regular season in the Big East and overtake St. John's. They start it here, baby. They start it here.
They started
And
here.
the conference tournament. They will also win that.
I just need them regular season those for my bet. But yeah, I'll take Creighton here.
As other coaches start to leave, you
much
have
you-
to remember McDermott's a fucking awesome coach. Just a little bit overshadowed. As guys start to move around, shadow disappears.
Yeah, McDermott's good.
Andy Reid is a classic case of really good football coach, but nobody paid attention to him. Couldn't win the big one. That motherfucker went to the Super Bowl with Donovan McNabb. Bad.
I like Donovan McNabb. Creighton, yeah, Kalkbrenner. They won't have an answer for the inside with McAndrew and Kalkbrenner. Yeah, give me Creighton. All right, let's keep going here.
Did you do Tulsa, Memphis yet?
Did not do Tulsa, Memphis yet. You can go ahead, buddy.
KenPom has a 22. The line's 18. Memphis has almost a 20-point favorite with Temple on deck. Get the fuck out of here. Temple beat them. Give me Tulsa plus 18. Disgusting. But you don't lay 20 points with Penny with a look-ahead spot nonetheless. I don't care how bad Tulsa's been. They'll lose this by like 13.
I mean, this is a system play. It's double digits with Penny.
That too.
You cannot lay that. Those are the rules. This week it worked out really well where the 7.5 and like the 5.5 worked out in his favor. But once you get to that double digits, man, you would be irresponsible to back Penny laying 18.5.
Would you wait on this? Will it go up? Because the
numbers by Memphis, so and people got to think Tulsa sucks.
Yep.
Yeah, no, everyone will bet Memphis. I don't give a shit.
And
Tulsa's going to lose this game by like 13.
For the people that that will just look at like the score.
Tulsa fucked with Tulane too, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They only lost by 3. That was at Tulane too. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, this is a system play. Fuck Penny Hardaway.
I like this, Dooley.
Is there a chance that we sprinkle Tulsa on the money line here?
No, you can. I'm not. I'll be fine with my 18.
Is FedEx Forum with the NBA arena?
Is this the Rice game from last year?
No. Tulsa sucks. You guys think it's irresponsible to bet on Penny Hardaway? It is irresponsible to bet on Tulsa.
Plus 12.
No. Tulsa 18.5. I'm not just betting on Tulsa. I'm betting on Tulsa with almost 20 points in my pocket.
I'm rooting for you, but I'm gonna sit with the 18 in my pocket and be fine with that one.
Yeah, I'm not betting this game, but I'll just pick Memphis. I don't care.
Tulsa plus 18.5. I'll wait though. I bet I can get 20.
Tip and spray, the classic Huffer tip and spray.
Yes, tip and spray. I will not be betting that game.
I did that this morning when I woke up.
You guys enjoy your Tulsa fucking bets. Illinois State versus UIC. UIC's laying 4. UIC just lost to Illinois State. Or not Illinois State, excuse me, Indiana State, other state school. I kind of like Illinois or Indiana or Illinois Chicago here. Illinois State's got 4 of the last 5. They've been pretty competitive against good teams though, but now they're hitting the road. It's not too far of a road spot for them, but
Illinois, Chicago,
every single one of Illinois State's games are close.
Yep. Illinois, Chicago beat them by 6 on the road last time.
What's this number?
And from that point on, they've won by 6. I mean, they stomped the Salukis. Lost by a big number to Evansville, and then went 1-point loss to Northern Iowa, 4-point loss to Drake. 6-point win, 4-point win, 4-point loss, 3-point win. I don't know. Illinois State just kind of hangs in games.
It's a rivalry game too, but I don't want to fade the Flames.
It ain't that much of a
Especially
rivalry.
off a loss. Still little brother, big brother to an extent for Illinois State.
How is it big brother, little brother? Are you saying Illinois State's the way bigger school than Illinois Chicago?
Is it? Well,
Is this
regardless,
one-
flip flop, whatever.
Is this the one
Illinois
that you?
State's not compared to Illinois Chicago.
I haven't even bet a Illinois State
Is
game
this
this
the
year, so
one-
I have not paid attention to it.
I've been all over Illinois State this year, but I don't know. I like UIC here. They need to get back, and they want to stay competitive in this conference.
Hoffer, is this the one that we parlay with
Winthrop.
Winthrop?
That's what I was. You just took the words out of my mouth, so I'm with you. Let's do it. I was gonna say this. You got it.
The flaming. We call this the Flaming Eagles parlay.
Sure. I'll just call it my 2-team money line.
Too bad
parlay.
Hofstra doesn't play tomorrow because I would fade both the Flames and the Pride. After our boy just got fucking inaugurated, I would be fading Pride and Flames. Flamers and Pride would be not something I'd bet on.
Okay, Belmont +8 against Bradley.
Bradley's been rolling, man.
Lay it.
Bradley, fucking
Bradley off back-to-back losses too.
Yeah.
Belmont,
Not even
so pussy. Belmont is so pussy, dude. But Bradley's lost twice in a row. Lay it.
If I fade Belmont, this is the game they probably just win outright then, just to spite me. Back them all the time, they don't do shit. Fade them once, they win outright.
No, Bradley's way better.
Oh, I'm not saying they aren't, but I'm just saying it's how it would happen.
No look ahead spot for Bradley. They need this win. They want to get right. This is a get right game, baby. Give me that. Belmont's fake, sharp, and pussy. Belmont's pussy.
Bradley's gonna win this game by like 12 points.
or more. It could be 20.
It could be 20.
I like 12. I think 12 is a good number.
Move on.
LSU, Georgia's laying 7.5 against LSU. Actually, 8.5. I see. Sorry.
Georgia. LSU sucks on the road. Georgia, all of their wins at home. Where was this game? Where is it? Here we go. Georgia at home in conference play beat South Carolina by 11. Lost to Auburn by 2. Beat Oklahoma by 10. Beat Kentucky by 13. They did beat Notre Dame at home for whatever that's worth. The rest of them, nothing. So, I mean, like, at home is they show up. On the road is where they've been struggling. And LSU is ass. I know they just got annihilated, so people are going to be like, oh, they'll bounce back. It's too big of a number for Georgia. But Georgia won every one of their conference game. Home wins have been double digits. LSU on the road just gets punked outside of Alabama. I don't even know how they stayed within 10 to Alabama. They shot 3 of 23 from 3. So, I mean, there's that.
But can I interest you, though? I know they're better at home, but Georgia's really hit like a rough patch.
Well, they've played 4 of their last 6 games have been on the road. Their last 2 home games, 11-point win to South Carolina, 2-point loss to Auburn. Otherwise, they played Tennessee, Arkansas, Florida, and Alabama on the road. Like, they've had a rough stretch of teams. Now they get a team they can beat the shit out of, just like South Carolina. They won by 11.
Yeah, but LSU's defense isn't a joke, though.
I don't care. LSU on the road is not good. Outside of that one Auburn, outside of that one Alabama game. All right, let's do it. Georgia.
I like LSU here. I think they keep it close. I think their 1-7 record in conference is not as predictable of how good they are.
My bad. I'm just speaking the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts.
This game is in Georgia. Georgia is coached by Mike White. White people make the decisions in Georgia. I'm back in the Bulldogs.
I like Georgia here. I think the road spot. I think LSU's defense is respectable. I think it keeps them in the game for a little bit, but then Georgia ends up covering this number as well.
This actually might be a good one to take the first half LSU spread, but Georgia to cover the whole game spread.
Yes.
I'm on LSU Island then. We're going LSU, baby. Super Bowl bump.
Tiger Town.
He's gonna dress like Kim Mulkey tomorrow.
It's a long ass drive from Baton Rouge to New Orleans, and now that the fucking Lake Pontchartrain Bridge is fucking broken,
Lake
I
Pontchartrain.
would have typically been on the Super Bowl spot here too, Elliot, but I know the intricacies of Louisiana.
All right, so
Did you talk Arkansas yet?
not yet. So we're just getting there. I was gonna go. Wait, Arkansas.
Arkansas, Texas.
Oh yeah, we skipped that one, and SMU, Virginia Tech. Texas versus Arkansas. Go ahead, buddy.
I think Arkansas builds up off of that Kentucky win. Texas laying 8 points with Rodney Terry. I mean, that's a bit excessive. I think Arkansas may have found something. But build off some confidence off that last game. Sell Texas high. What does Texas cover? Like 3 in a row? Yeah, they've been covering. I mean, they beat A&M. Yeah, they've been covering for the most part lately. Let me just double check what they've been doing. Where's Texas? There they are. ATS results. Yeah, they've covered 3 of their last 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of their last 8. I think everyone's just going to be fading Arkansas tomorrow because of the Kentucky angle, and I think they actually they built some positivity and momentum off that game, and I think they're going to be in this game. Everyone's far too confident fading Arkansas, laying 8 points with Texas. Feels a bit high. I'm not saying Arkansas will win, but I think they lose this game by like 3-4 points. It comes down to the wire.
All right, Elliot, you got to go first.
Okay. I will go Arkansas as well, but I don't know if I'm going to bet it. Hard to back a team off of that huge get up spot with Arkansas and Kentucky, and I'm not going to lay fucking 8 with Texas. So
Kansas State did the exact same thing tonight.
They did. They figured it out. But my thing is with Kansas State, they've kind of been rolling these last 3 games. Arkansas still ended up somehow losing that home game to Oklahoma, which kind of is a little worrisome to me. So I'll take Arkansas plus the 8, but I don't know if I'm going to get there to bet this.
So in the last few minutes, all I've done is look up Breaking Bad cast to try to find somebody that looks like Calipari. For the sole purpose of I've got to find an angle on Gustavo Fring.
Huffer can go then until we find it.
No, there's nobody. John Calipari is the most white-looking normal person of all time, and that's not going to fit a role right now. I'll take the points here, but I am a little bit. I've been fading Texas way too much. And I know that it's my bias of hating Texas. I don't know if I'm going to bet this, but I feel like Calipari and the Pigs have found a little bit of something.
I'm with Arkansas here. Calipari, come on. Get the guys up. I think the team without Boogie Flant is much better too. So yeah. I don't like laying points with Texas. And I just went into the TCE chat because I wanted to talk shit to that Zach guy. I'm just gonna keep saying, "Hey Zach, fuck you." I'm not even gonna listen to their show yet because we're on the show. I just said, "Hey Zach, fuck you" from the Pump Fake Pod.
I'm gonna comment the same thing.
All right, what games we got left here? I think we're getting towards the end.
SMU at Virginia Tech.
No, I'm good. If I had to
Mike
pick
White.
Virginia Tech.
Lay it.
Mike White's gonna save his job.
Lay it. You take Virginia Tech.
Mike White.
Mike White.
You mean Mike Young?
Mike Young.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's like Mike Izzo. Mike Young's gonna somehow find a way to save his job, which he should, I think. The way they've done NIL at Virginia Tech has really fucked them. But
barely. They made the tournament
SMU is
for
pretty
years.
fucking good.
I just think SMU is a bubble team. They need to get on the bubble, or they need to get off the bubble, and they need to manipulate these net rankings like they kind of have been the last 2 times. So yeah, I don't like going into Blacksburg, but I'll take SMU here.
Yeah, I will take SMU, but I don't know if I'm going to bet it. They're not very good on the road.
Trevor, Villanova's laying 5 against DePaul. You got anything, brother?
I think we take the ball.
On the money line?
I'm seeing
not
6.
necessarily. But Villanova sucks. They're bad. And they beat DePaul by 44 at home. This is similar to the same angle as the IUPUI on Saturday. IUPUI off a 50-point beatdown. Everyone's gonna fade DePaul because they just won a game.
This isn't similar at all, but I'll take DePaul. I guess
They lost by 4. Like I guess they lost by 44, not 50. But
yeah, but it was a long time ago. The IUPUI had lost the game before by 56.
Yeah, but this is still a revenge game.
I don't think they're similar at all, but I'll take DePaul.
I'm debating betting DePaul. I'm gonna that line's gonna move up. I might grab DePaul at it.
It's 6 right now, so
Yeah, I'm
open 5.5.
Tip and spray. For cannabis capper, I'll take DePaul.
yeah, I'll go. I'll ride with CC here. We'll go DePaul plus 6.
I mean, they are home. It's on CBS Sports. I guess this is a RuPaul Drag Race special, and they show up with all their frills, and they cover this somehow, but I don't think they win this game.
I'm not calling for a money line. They'll hang in there. Villanova's a fraud. They've bounced back to earth so hard. They're trash.
I don't like winning points with Villanova either.
I mean, look at that. Even when they win, I mean, besides the DePaul game, the next, they beat UConn by 2, beat Providence by 2. They freaking beat Butler by 8. I mean, if I can wait and get DePaul at a bigger number, for sure.
Yeah.
Arkansas State at Marshall. I like this game.
Marshall, I guess.
Arkansas State laying 3.5 at Marshall. I always love to back Arkansas State at home. They fuck teams up at home. When they go on the road, they've lost. They've been pretty good so far, but the one other good team that they played on the road, James Madison in conference, they lost by 3. Couple other away games that they've lost. Southern Miss, they lost. Elon, they lost. I like Marshall here. I always love backing Marshall at home. Hard to fade Arkansas State because they have been a team that I've won a lot of money on this year so far. But I think it's a good spot to back Marshall here at home before they go on a 4 game road trip. So Marshall needs this one.
I will battle. I do like Marshall at home, but I think Arkansas State is not profitable to fade. But it's a good spot for them. I agree.
I mean, Arkansas State on a 7-game win streak. They've just won 2 away games. Beat Southern Miss, beat Texas State, both by double digits. Now you're going to Marshall. Then you got the game on the road, the MAC versus Sun Belt. You got Kid State on the road. I think they lose one of these 2 games, and I'll hit them for this game against Marshall.
I'll take Arkansas State -3.5. Better team, better defense. Come on.
How many of us picked Troy?
I picked Troy.
This is a Arkansas State outright loss. Troy gets back in the conference. They tie for the lead. I even brought this up earlier that, Trev, I think you pay attention to the conference rankings a little too early. Like in the month of January, I don't think they matter as much. But now that we've flipped the page to February, every one of those 19-year-old, 20-year-old kids start to understand that it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. I'm taking Marshall outright at home.
All right.
Yeah, if I had to bet, it'd be Marshall catching points at home.
Utah, Colorado. Utah is
Bad.
They're both bad.
They're both bad, but Utah's laying 7 against Colorado.
Lay it. Fuck Colorado. They're so bad.
I will lay it, but I'm probably not betting this.
No, I'm not betting this game. Colorado's got to win 1 game in the Big 12.
I will take
They're
the
going
points.
into elevation either. They're going a step down, some say, into elevation too. So,
Yep.
7.5 is almost a quarter of the amount of points that these teams will score.
Yeah, and Huffer, you are right, because I looked, because I just came from Salt Lake City and drove into Denver, close to Boulder, and it's like 1,300 feet of elevation change. It's a little bit less in Salt Lake City than it is in Denver.
He's spot on.
I love Helms. Shout out Helms. Thanks, Helms, for tuning in. We appreciate you. Line's going. Looks like it's going. People are betting towards Colorado. The line's at least moving in their favor.
So Holmes is playing. Holmes is definitely on.
All right. I'm not betting this, so I'll pick Colorado just because you guys. But I'm not betting this.
No, I'm not
I'm
either.
not touching this game.
I'll bet Colorado, but no bet.
I will definitely bet Colorado. Utah blows cock.
They do stink.
It was Colorado though.
Yeah. And in a blow cock competition, I'm going to take the 7.5 extra inches. Okay.
Okay. I mean, we could, if you wanted to do this, we could add it to the Discovery Channel parlay.
It is guy on a Buffalo.
Colorado is 0-10 in Big 12 play. So
They have to win.
This is all right. I can tell you this right now. Even if the other show's going on, Mac is betting Colorado.
Oh yeah.
0-10 in conference. This is a
Mac 7. Get this shit out of here. Colorado outright.
Mac will bet them until they win.
I think Colorado can win this game outright.
Yeah, this should be a pick 'em, not
Like,
damn it. Now I'm talking myself into Colorado. Fuck.
Battle of Suck.
7.5 points. Utah could go 10 minutes without being able to score 8 points. I mean, I know Colorado could too, but
I'm betting Colorado now. This game should be like Utah minus like 1.5, 2.5.
on a thirsty Thursday, they don't get thirsty in Utah. They just
trust
drink
me.
water.
They don't, except for
They just drink water. Like that's it.
except for the underground pub I found. That was nice.
Well, and there's like a swig thing that opened up near my place called Swig. It's like all these caffeinated drinks. They like cheat on their caffeine drinks out there in Utah.
Yeah, it's cold.
It's like THCA. It's like caffeine B. It's not real caffeine. It just, as soon as you drink it, it's caffeine.
Yeah, THCA. That shit.
They're Mormon-ish out there.
Yeah, they're Delta 9 Mormons.
Yeah, Delta 9. That shit's you're having fun smoking your drug rug. Nebraska is laying 1 on the road against Washington.
No. Washington.
Fade them on the road, right?
Well, Nebraska just beat Oregon on the road. They're not going to win both.
I don't know. Washington sucks.
It stinks.
Even with max effort games, they can't win at home. They beat Maryland, and we know Maryland sucks on the road. And it was the first ever trip out there.
And
So be smart when Nebraska wins this game by 1 point and just take them on the money
just take the money
line. Some of the
fuck
juice. Yeah.
Fuck laying the 1.5.
Yeah. Wait until they hit a fucking half-court 3 to win this game by 1.
the funny
Fading
thing-
Bryce Williams is
I will always take the money line even up to -2.5. I'm not afraid of that -125. Like
the funny
rather
thing
not
is, this is a reverse travel spot because Nebraska's out there. They've stayed out there after they beat Oregon, and Washington had to travel back from Minnesota.
Yep.
Minnesota.
Yeah, I'll take Washington. I haven't bet it yet, but I might.
All right. Let me know if you do, because we'll battle.
Okay.
Nebraska money line.
Nebraska didn't have the size to stop Osabor, so you can look at Osabor props.
Nebraska's got the size. What are you talking about? The fuck's that kid's name?
Andrew Morgan.
Budakonsol.
You can't even fucking pronounce his name. How you?
Yeah, because he's a fucking big old European bastard. He's gonna hang down low.
Yeah,
Where's he
corn
from?
doesn't
Turkey.
corn doesn't grow that well on the road this time of year.
Be my guest. Washington is not winning this game. Washington is fucking fugazi as shit. They just gotta win. They ain't winning again.
I
Clip
told
it,
you
Jack,
that
clip
Nebraska's going to hit a 3 and win by 1 at the buzzer.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I'm on the money line. Cool.
We'll
Whoever
both
has
win.
Washington, then
If I
cool.
take Washington
Let's pray
plus
for it.
1.5, I will win, and you will win.
Let's pray for it.
Sharp.
The dude that shoots the half-court shot will also be praying for it. So this is not a bad angle. We'll all be sitting there like, oh, come on, please. Please.
Go Nebraska.
Little do you know it, we've just converted like 8 people to Christianity.
Look at us.
Doing the deed.
Completely like not. People will be praying is what I'm saying.
Doing God's work.
No matter where they face. They could even be like praying facing the east. They will be praying.
Well, that would be. It's Islam, right?
Yeah, that's Northern Iowa's thing, I think.
Okay. Go Nebraska. Looks like Elliott's on his own little Washington space.
No, I'm with Elliott.
On the money line, Washington? Or plus
I'll take the 1.5. I think this is a 1-point game.
Oh, well, I'm taking Nebraska money line too. So we all win.
We all 4 could win.
There's a chance that we win all of this. What could go wrong?
New Mexico is laying 9 in the pit against Colorado State. Mexico has been dominating. They've won like 12 of their last 13 after their
Colorado State's been good too, though.
After their loss at home against New Mexico State. Hey, I'm just fucking saying shit. I'm just
saying shit too.
I'm not saying anything on my bet, but Colorado State's been playing good, but they played Wyoming, Fresno State, and Air Force out of those out of 4 games they've won. You should play good against those teams.
Revenge spot. Nevada beat them on their home floor by 8.
You mean New Mexico?
Or New Mexico, yeah.
I feel like 9 is.
Earlier, I faded the rack. I love tits, but I faded that rack. I will never fucking fade the pit.
Yeah, no chance.
No shot. They cover this.
Yeah, unless Troy, if Colorado State had some Europeans on it, you would fade the pit because they like hairy armpits. But that's not the case here. So we lay it with New Mexico, and we don't fade the pit here.
I thought you were gonna say they had some like Indonesians and they have to fade the pit because if there's too much hair, you can't tell whether it's one or the other.
It's a hidden booby trap then. If we want to talk about boobies again.
Look, we know that they're famous for that or infamous, depending on, you know.
All right, last two games.
Wait, they don't have Europeans? Do we want to fact check that?
Do they?
They gotta have at least a few like people from the Netherlands that realize like, yo, I've been smoking pot my whole life. I gotta go to Colorado where I can keep doing that.
I am not fading the pit though. I'll take New Mexico. I'm not afraid of them points. This might be a tip. I'm going to keep an eye on this tonight, though. I do think 9 is a little scarier, kind of a little more inflated based on what they've won, but this Colorado State team's so fucking fugazi, in my opinion.
Is Serbia European?
Yes. Have you read a map before?
Is Austria European?
Austria would definitely count.
Yes.
Okay, well, they have 2 Europeans then, so we could bet props for
Elliot, you gotta go back to geography if you don't know Austria is fucking European.
So Mbimba and Japa, we bet all their props over.
In the pit, like knowing they're comfortable with the extra hair.
Yeah. When things get hairy in the pit.
I mean, if she's hot enough, I'm okay with the extra hair too. Like, let it be known that that's A-okay with me.
I'm debating Colorado State.
Ramit, you could do a Ramit parlay.
No, I'm not gonna.
Because the other game you still would have to pick a Ram one way or the other.
Yeah.
Fair. All right.
You could try to play the numbers.
You guys on that? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What are you guys even on? I'm laying it with the pit. What's your bet?
Lay it with the pit.
Colorado State.
All right. Last two games.
Colorado State props. Like, where the fuck do those exist? Please point me to one.
Last
Cal's
two games.
-2.5 against North Carolina State.
I'll get my cap out of the way real quick. Last 2 games for me, lay it with Cal, lay it with Stanford. First West Coast trip for both NC State, Wake Forest. It's been profitable for me. So I'm going to fade both of the NC State and Wake Forest on their West Coast trip, first game. Then I'll probably end up backing them, or at least I'll back Wake Forest. I won't back NC State, but I'll back Wake Forest against Cal the next game.
This is where I bring the magic. You got 2 teams playing teams that aren't supposed to be in their conference. And I mean, you could argue NC State, but I would say that Wake Forest and NC State are better basketball teams than Cal and Stanford. But I don't know if they go on the road and cover or get anything done. I like Wake Forest and NC State with the points first half lines, and you put them together. Late night, they go out west, they hang around, and then they slip up a little bit late in the second half.
I will take Cal on the money line, and I will pick Wake Forest. I like this Wake team. They're playing on the bubble. I think they're coming together at the right times. Stanford has been known to, when they get in these leads, they can give away games. But yeah, I do think it is a tough travel spot. But I like this Wake Forest team to get it done. They're starting to come together. They got to collect some wins.
I'm not betting the NC State Cal game. I hate both those teams. But I will be betting Stanford. Stanford at home, revenge spot for the Wake Forest loss. Wake Forest just played a war against Pittsburgh. Now they're going to travel. I like the trees here. I think they got the size to bang around with Efton Reed, and that offense is just not phenomenal whatsoever. So I will trust Maxime Renault and in the trees to get it done at home. Money line.
All right, let's get into the menu then. We've just chopped up all the games pretty much for the most part.
Shit, I'm supposed to remember this shit? God damn it.
I guess I'll start. VMI +7. I see it's juiced right now to East Tennessee State, so I'll see where it gets up to, but I'll be on VMI. UCF -3. Stanford money line. Oh, I double wrote that. West Virginia +1.5. Bucknell -1.5. George Washington +3.5. Providence +3.5. Radford +4. Double wrote that again. Tulsa +18. Georgia -8.5. Arkansas +8. Colorado +7.5, and Nebraska money line.
All right, I'll go. 12-9 day for me. 4 out of 4 winning days in February. Absolutely scorching hot 2025. Let's continue it here. We got VMI, Michigan, Milwaukee, UT, as in Tennessee, UNI, George Mason, Radford, Central Queens over, UCF, TCU, Illinois, Cleveland State, Troy, Tulane, App State, Wofford, Chattanooga, over, lean the Wofford there. Fordham, IPFW, Louisville over team total, Samford, Creighton, DePaul, Georgia, Bradley, New Mexico, Cal, Wake, Arkansas as well, and then Winthrop, UIC moneyline parlay. Holy fuck, Arkansas State, and also we got let's go. We'll add Valpo in there from the no bet list after talking about some games all over there. Let's go, Hasty. Let's go, Coach. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
I got VMI +7, Army -4. I'm a real American. Haven't bet the Oregon, Michigan. If I was going to bet it, maybe Michigan -8.5. Butler -3.5. Milwaukee -10. Tennessee -9.5. App State -8.5. UCF -3. Troy money line. Wofford -2, or the over. Let me see the over or Wofford -2. Might end up betting both. The Discovery Channel parlay, IPFW and Fordham money line. Northern Iowa -4. Don't be scared of that. Winthrop UIC moneyline parlay with Huffer. I'm on George Washington +3. High Point -4. Cleveland State -2. Central Arkansas +8. West Virginia money line or +1.5. UTSA money line. Jesus. Haven't bet it, but Arkansas +7, I'd pick it. LSU +8.5. Colorado +7. DePaul +6. Bradley -8. Marshall +3.5. New Mexico -8.5. Washington +1.5. And then Cal -3. Stanford -2.
Is there a chance we do a real American parlay and go Army and George Mason?
What about
Just like G-Dub earlier.
I was gonna say I could Benedict my own G-Dub.
No. Can I interest you in a real American parlay and we could go Army American moneyline parlay?
Army American George Mason Patriots?
Well, I'm not. I'm on George Washington, so he's.
I'm on George Mason money line.
Yeah, but could you not be benedicted into a sweet, sweet narrative parlay of? I mean,
I could.
what's the worst case scenario? You get put on a plane to Guantanamo Bay? Oh no.
Or I could keep the George Washington +3 and have George Mason win by 1 or 2.
I mean, they're not the Colonials anymore, are they?
No, Revolutionaries, but that's pretty American.
Gay,
too.
yeah, I know.
It's gay too. Yes.
Revolutionaries. That's not that American, actually. Yo, that would actually work. I think that would work. So I guess menu-wise, I'm actually laying it with Army. Ooh, this is the actual play. Is the you got to play the key debts in the American parlay. The key debts are rolling pretty hard. I am on VMI. Don't really have a good feel in that Oregon-Michigan game. Not going to lay points with Butler, that's for sure. The App State Southern Miss game, I am on 76-62 App State exacto scoro.
No, I have 70. I said 76-62.
Yeah, 76-62 exacto scoro.
Okay.
Yeah, exacto scoro. If you're not going to bet at Huff, I'm going to tag you when I win millions of dollars.
Hey, I'll try to show me the line where that exacto exists on App State. Show me the book. I'll sign up and drop some cash in there.
It'll be on DraftKings. 100%. The exacto score will be there.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Milwaukee IUI, don't really give a shit. Duke 17.5, also don't really give a shit. I like Tennessee at home. I like High Point. I'm on Winthrop. I'm on UCF. I like ECU. I will take Louisville with the big number on the road. I will benedict myself right now and switch to George Mason covering in the game against G-Dub. That is a total bias pick. Everybody listening, just know that that's a fandom choice. I'm on Fordham, Duquesne, Valpo. Northern Iowa is a lock to cover the 4.5, the best bet of the day. Going on the road, they are just really good. What else here? I took American. They will be involved in the American parlay that will be posted later, I think. Troy. Got to pick my own team. I'm on Cleveland State on the road. You know what? I will take the fucking hospital to keep it within 13.5 against Bob Morris. I believe in the hospital. IPFW is going to cover. Lipscomb's going to cover. Taking Wofford to cover. Tulsa and the anti-penny parlay, I will take that. I kind of like West Virginia on the rubber floor in Fort Worth. I'm taking UTSA, Illinois State, Illinois, Creighton, Colorado on the road. Utah stinks. Man, that SMU Virginia Tech game still gives me. I want to pick Mike Young, but that 5.5 number is so stinky. I hate it. I'll take Bradley. I'll take the RuPaul drag race at a home arena.
Oh, yeah.
Arkansas State and fade Gustavo Fring. Also, Pussy Pack Wake Forest first half parlay.
Hell yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm on DePaul also. But yeah, Providence, Arkansas, and VMI. I'm waiting on to see if I can get a better number. Otherwise, I'll hop on it because they're all juiced to the other side. So I'm hoping to get an extra half point or point or so. Personally,
yeah, I forgot to mention VMI in the almost 30 games. I bet. I'm with you on that VMI. Wait till the tip and key debt. Well, great. That was fun.
Rolling.
bets are rolling. It was a fire night. People win here, and we've been winning. So let's keep it up. I mean, we only got a month or so left of this, guys. So
Yeah, they're showing schedules on TV today, and there's like 8 games left for regular season. Like, God damn it.
but we will have some off-season shows as well too, just to stay in the loop and keep an eye on these transfer portals. We will sleep in May maybe, but just
May's baseball.
If John Rothstein sleeps in May, we deserve to sleep in May as well. But we'll probably have some random bullshit. So
Nats' first home game is April 4th. I don't get to sleep ever.
Yep, baseball's on the way. That's it's also another late night. I don't get much sleep throughout the year.
Enjoy your 162 game season. I played baseball.
81. We get 81.
30 units last year. I like baseball. Baseball's you find your niche.
I cannot bet it, but I'll tell you guys. I'll do whatever.
This is not like a paid for plug, but my boy at Ballpark Pal, all he does is temperature and wind based on the home arena or the home stadium that day. It makes a pretty big difference. There are days that you will see somebody that's kind of likely to hit a home run, and there will be wind blowing like 18 miles an hour out to right field. It's almost always a banger. It's crazy, but baseball betting is very finicky.
Oh, it's so finicky.
You gotta find what you're good at. Stick to that.
Yeah,
I do agree. Wrigley Field, that number is big. For Wrigley Field.
They don't.
Well, based on the wind, yeah, I would think so.
Yeah,
I could hit a home run at Wrigley Field right now.
If the wind's blowing out, but if it's blowing in, sometimes that
you're cooked. It swirls.
Well, then it would just be a golf ball and like a 4 hybrid.
All right. Well, I guess we're doing a baseball show now. Good shit.
Fade real quick.
I
I like going 4 deep.
Sure, I'll take UCF -3.
Troy's on, I would assume, you and I.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say UCF. I like it though. Makes me feel good.
It's not a bad idea. Pinch hit pod. Not a bad idea.
I'll take.
Something cooking.
Anyone else got anything? Elliot, you got anything?
I was looking, trying to find a later game to maybe stretch it out through the day. I like Bradley -8.
I will.
I think so. I was fuck up Belmont.
I'll take Georgia.
-8.5.
Man, we gotta play that Arkansas money line, right?
Or George Mason.
I mean, at 7.5 though. Oh. Cal's back. Cal is back. All it took is 1 week, and Cal is back.
I'll put Arkansas in there.
This is the Twitter real world of life. Is all it takes is 24 hours, and you can go from like washed to back.
He's back, baby.
For now, yeah.
Until next week.
Washed. Oh, I can't believe we trusted Cal.
All right, guys. I gotta call it. Get the fave out.
Plus 1235 for UCF -3, Georgia -8.5, Arkansas +7, and Bradley -8.
No, you and I. You switched to Arkansas, Troy.
I'll take Cal.
That's what I thought he was. Yeah. All right. Well, appreciate you guys. Ran a little long, but we appreciate y'all for hanging in. See some of y'all over at TC.
Let's go talk shit to Zach.
Sorry, it was my fault for running long.
We get off track all the time, man.
Everybody go talk shit to Zach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you get into the
Oh,
TCU
Zach.
chat, say Zach sucks.
I already was roasting him in that. I just popped in there just saying I just like talking shit. But yeah, we get off the rails. I like getting off the rails. Peace and love, everyone.
Catch you guys tomorrow. Toodles.